my picture on here and it didn't work.
All right. Welcome back to another episode and session of Cast Awaken. Yes, we are live now.
Hey, we're alive. I'm alive.
Yeah,
we're alive.
we're alive. We're a bunch of actors and artists that love playing D&D. I'd like to congratulate Trevor. He has an upcoming role. It's going to be sick. Can't tell you what it's on, but it's going to be fucking sick.
Tune in next year.
Yeah, tune in next year and we'll be able to talk about it. Let's go ahead and get into some announcements, sponsors. Ian, if you want to take those sponsors away.
Yes, those are the things that I do.
Yep.
Sponsors, we got Stints Built. Stints Built for all your computer building needs. He can build you whatever you need. It's very hard to get NVIDIA graphics cards right now. So why don't you build an AMD build? Because they're better anyways.
Stints still has some
NVIDIAs if you want to build. Use code CHEERY, that's CHEERY, at checkout to get $100 off of your build. Also, we are partnered with Stack Up, our military active and veteran members.
19 on the Stack Up die.
Nice.
Nice.
They help those with loot crates and supply drops for gaming and all things in the tabletop and video gaming world. Do they do video games as well?
Yeah,
They do.
It's mostly
all gaming.
Yeah, mostly.
You want to play some
Mostly
games?
yeah.
They do have a house where they invite military and service members to come and play with them as
Game
well.
house.
Also, yeah, they have their game house. They call it. There's a specific name for it.
Yes.
But I can't
Stack
remember the
house?
name right now.
The stack house.
Stack house. Yeah, I think it is the Stack house.
I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
They're called stacked
But
up.
they do play D&D in the house as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out Stints Built. Was it www.stintsbuilt? Or I'm not Stints
Stack
Built.
Up.
Stack
Stack
Up. A lot of S's.
And that's a .org,
check out-
right?
Dot .org.
Dot
Stackup.org.
Stackup.org. And then we also have Fred Hutch Foundation, always looking for the cures, the most deadly of diseases and ailments, like the big C, along with other things that they're trying to find cures for. Fantastic organization. And then we also have End Overdose. That Trevor is the chapter member for here in Atlanta. If you want to say a little bit more about that.
Yeah, End Overdose is a 501c3 nonprofit that basically gets out in the community and teaches people about responsive and preventative measures of opioid overdose. If you'd like to donate or get involved, you can go to endoverdose.net for more information. They also have trainings, memorial walls, and great references and links to other education and things like that.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Check them out.
And then I believe that is all of the announcements I have. Do we have anything merch-wise or art-wise coming up?
Not yet. I'm still working on the tarots. So,
The tarot cards
Yeah.
for the shirts, the back of the shirts and everything?
yeah, I'm still working on them.
Yeah.
But that might be it. I think it'd be a cool, like, as we go further kind of thing.
Yeah, and we do have
Oh, yeah,
our stickers in the
Pretty
store,
sick.
along with hats, t-shirts, and other things with the Castaway.
The hat's so good. It's stitched in.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Great
can tell.
quality.
Yeah.
Embroidered.
Yeah, it's embroidered. We have some embroidered shirts too, and some stuck-on
Is that
shirts.
jean? It's a jean
It is
hat?
jean.
That's nice.
Denim.
So
Denim.
Hey.
they have we have like two-tone denim and then
Yes.
one single color.
I think the one I have is two-tone.
Yeah, I have
You got the two-tone one?
Yeah, I got one
Nice.
for tour.
Oh, nice.
I just don't wear it.
I keep forgetting about that. Yeah.
And I also wear horns during this, so.
You just cut some
I
holes
almost-
in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
just-
I
it's holes in
found the
it.
Etsy horns of the ones we saw.
I found some that I'm probably gonna get. I just need the money to get them.
Okay, gotcha. Nice. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, if that's it, then we can go ahead and get into tonight's session. Last we left off, you guys met some people exiting a ship, the ship into the new world that you had not been to before, and Gorb saw some clothing artifacts that reminded him of his kin. after traveling with them to their hideout, which they led you to through lies, battle ensued as you discovered they were trying to sacrifice some of you to their god. Through battle, they were defeated and sacrificed themselves, finishing their ritual and calling forth the powers that be to move the moons into a position which unlocked some doorway between realms, between planes. One of the moons, the smallest one, moving closer and closer to your planet until eventually breaking apart and sending a spear down towards you. In the meantime, a rest was had. Some veil shifting was done to see Asmodeus and an army moving into the ethereal plane through a well in a mighty castle that was on the side of the ethereal plane, not the material. Through some investigation after the world had been, or the spear had sundered the mountain that you were in, Lachlan decided to see what was on the other side in the veil, through veil shifting in the ethereal plane, and made his way through this ethereal castle back to where the well was, seeing Asmodeus standing there, noticing something had changed somewhere, turning around, locking eyes with Lachlan, through a quip with Lachlan. Lachlan grasped him in change, and Lachlan veil shifted back to the material plane, where
That's where we left.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's about
Yeah.
where we left off. Turn this down a little bit.
Yeah.
What?
We're about to see Raiders of the Lost Ark show at Disney.
Come on in. Come on in.
Come on,
Find your
everyone
seats.
Find your seats.
Water splashes going.
All right. Yeah, and that is where we left off, with Lachlan veil shifting back to the material plane. Yeah. If you're joining us for the first time, it was a great episode last session.
Yeah.
If you want to go check back and watch it, I recommend watching all the sessions before, but, if you just want to catch up, that last one was great.
And the one before.
And the one.
And the one
Yes.
before. It's crazy how that
We're
works.
also just at the well, and we're all outside of the crater.
Yeah.
So you're poofing into a crater.
Yeah.
It was nighttime when all this stuff happened before. It is now early morning, or almost midday now, after receiving some horses back and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Well,
Like
you're
yeah.
in the crater.
Yeah.
We're looking from the. You guys went ahead. I think I stayed back with Lachlan because I was on the horse with you. You were flying. You were on the other horse. I don't think y'all stopped.
I flew out the top as it was crumbling down. So
Okay.
I'm just in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, I hightailed out of the way.
Yeah, as soon as it started crumbling, stopped crumbling. I'd probably be at the edge where it stopped crumbling.
Yeah, as you shift back, you find yourself standing on shifting rubble, as it is still settling from where this crater has been made.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Not like
you know,
quicksand, right?
not
gonna
like
suck 'em
it's
in?
large
Yeah.
boulders and rocks that are slowly shifting in place
Like,
every
yeah, getting
couple
there.
seconds.
Standing on a
settling.
glacier of stone.
Yeah. Okay. I'll kind of get my footing real quick and look around to see if I can see any of the others, and be like, I guess I'll see you first.
Or if you look up, probably him.
I would have looked around like this first and kind of.
How big is the crater?
You're You're maybe from the outside. If you're at the edge of the crater, it's about 100 yards from the center.
200 yards across.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd be somewhere in there. I just kind of like.
You're alive.
You see him kind of like crying a little bit. He'd just be like, and I'll slowly start making my way up to him at the top of the crater. So.
What happened? Is it even worse than we thought?
So it didn't do a damn thing on the ethereal plane. They're all still there, and I think I saw the big guy. I can only assume it was. Well, yeah, it's got to be him.
There's a lot of big guys in the world.
Spaghetti or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't remember. What is he called? What's he called?
Asmodeus?
Yeah, sure. That guy. I think that was him.
Did he see you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He did this, like, chain thing that got me for a second, but luckily it doesn't interfere with me shifting back. So that's good to know, at least.
What did he say?
They called me a fly?
Like a fly on the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, you're peeping where you're not supposed to be, which is true.
I mean, he wasn't naked or anything. Don't make it weird.
I didn't say anything about that, but alright.
But yeah, he's there, and he's... So many more people are dead. And there's this...
You're sure
None
it
of
did
this is...
nothing?
Nothing had changed except for this. There's more of them now, and they have the castle is now, it looks like their base of operations, like a foothold. They've got like guards set up and everything. I had to actually use a lot of my skill to get in there. They got sentries posted, and
Are you sure that the spear didn't do anything when it was thrown? Like, do you think it closed the portal between the hells and...
I got close enough to see the whale, right?
It was behind him.
It was behind Asmodeus, but could I see it at all?
Yeah.
Could I?
You could see the well, and I mean, you didn't see anything climbing out of it while he was standing there.
Did it have that same glow though?
It still had a bit of a red glow from the inside.
You
Did it
saw,
look-
But
you
he was
saw
also
him
checking
looking
it
up
out.
and looking down and
Yeah.
Yeah.
looking confused.
Yeah.
Did it look diminished? The glow.
No, not
No?
from what you could tell.
I mean, nothing was actively climbing out like it was last time, but when I saw him before he saw me, he was looking like he saw something that had come down and looked down again at the well, and he looked confused. Like maybe he was trying to ponder something up. I don't know. I couldn't get close enough to see if anything was closed or not, because he was between me and the well, and then I had to get out of there because I think he was, about to fuck me up good.
Yes,
So-
you're lucky. You're very lucky.
Really just
If you
wanted
didn't try to,
to shoot him, but I don't even
get your soul instead.
Yeah.
What do I see from above, circling around?
You see. Make me a perception check. I'm sorry. Let me get back into the DM mode.
DM mood.
Terrible. That's a 3.
Oh.
You can still see faintly the glint of the sun reflecting off of this being in the distance, flying away north from you.
Still see a star from tonight.
North.
One of the stars.
Stars are
Well,
still
a
up.
moon.
North is the way the army was traveling, right? Or is that east?
There's a couple different plumes of smoke that you guys passed. Some were more southern. There were a few more northern plumes of smoke that you felt the battlefields were. There were some southern, but more of them were northern.
Okay.
And that's where she headed?
She was heading north. Yeah.
Was or is?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I hear anything like war horns or anything like that from the far distant city?
With that roll, not really.
There is this guy.
I'm in it.
You think you may hear a drum, the faintest drum, but it's also the howl of the wind passing you as well. So
Where are the others?
And I'll look around for Gorb.
Gorb?
I hear something. 'Cause
Buddy.
I'm a little bit farther away from the crater, so I turned back to see that the commotion's kind of stopped a little bit. So this big guy on this medium-sized horse kind of just
Poor horse.
Come on, Lassie, we need to do this.
goes back to the crater.
Otland!
Hey, over here.
You're alive!
Yeah, not for lack of trying.
I see that.
So what's our next move?
Go to the battlefield. Rejoin our unit? I don't think we want to, but we could
Well,
tell them.
I'll start
if
flying
they...
down.
I don't know if there's any other thing to go off of, especially if we're trying to find Gore's people.
Yes, they might be in the battlefield.
Yeah,
They were
I'm
soldiers.
I'm agreeing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
thought you was.
Yeah,
And I mean,
because I think that, I don't know.
Echo and
I
Shadow
can't-
said they got the clothes from a shop in the town, right? I believe.
That mountain is gone.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
There
It
used to
didn't
be
happen
something there.
before our very eyes or anything.
Your patron's a dick, by the way.
What do you mean?
He's slaughtering my people back home.
Hills, I'm not sure what
Yeah,
you
the
expected.
hills. He doesn't need to be there.
Looking for something, and your people standing in the way.
Is he though, or is he just invading like any dictator?
Why the
ruler?
hell would he? I mean,
I kind of have an
Expansion?
inkling that he might be fleeing.
fleeing.
What would he
What?
be fleeing from?
Well, we
Is
just
it
saw
you?
a giant spear go into the hells.
But that was before.
You think the spear destroyed the hells?
I think he left, he knew something was happening, and that's why he might be in the ethereal plane now, because of what we did.
Yeah, but that was he invaded after.
What? You mean he invaded before?
Before the spear.
The
Yeah,
spear.
you're right. Sorry, misspoke. He did that before the spear,
Right.
and we are the ones that unleashed the spear. Do we
You
even know
said
what
he
that
looked
was?
confused, right?
Yeah, because when
he was
like,
looking at the well.
yeah, like he looked
Oh.
up, looked down. I
don't
couldn't
think
see
he was
past
expecting
him.
it.
I don't think it was either. That's
So
why.
then,
mean-
why would he be fleeing?
Or no,
then?
That's what I'm
we
saying.
did something,
Right.
and then they all came out, and then the
Something
spear was
happened.
thrown in.
It's
So
like
maybe
he was waiting. Maybe.
he was waiting because he
It's
You-
one or the other.
he must have known from you
Oh, maybe.
being here that you were about to do something with that, but maybe he didn't know about that part.
We should have ripped that dude's
I did-
Shadow's balls off.
Ask him what he thought I should do.
It was
and
close.
I got nothing, so.
Well, he's clearly benefited, but someone else has too.
What do we think that thing was?
Your mother?
My
Yeah, what's up
mother.
with that?
She didn't tell me anything in the dreams. She just revealed herself to me in my dreams.
Because she took off like she
And-
needed to be somewhere.
Shadow was saying that he was seeing her in his dreams as well. So
Didn't he-
hell,
didn't
I
he
might
say-
not even be her child. She might just be using
Who did
that.
he say he worshipped? Lathander?
No. He said Ilmater, but that
Ilmater.
was a red herring. He wasn't actually. He was serving her because she will bring about order and chaos, is what or order amongst the chaos
You know
or
what?
something.
You might be her child as much as I am Asmodeus's.
True. Maybe. But why? I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions, and she might be trying to usurp Asmodeus.
That won't happen. She could try,
But she's still trying.
Well, that's the thing. It was like we have even more questions now than we did before any of this shit happened.
Welcome to my life. Every time I get an answer, I get a million more questions on top.
Welcome
Well-
to Valhalla.
I don't think any of this changes the fact that we were trying to help Gorb find his people.
Right, yes,
Right,
that
yeah,
is
yes.
that is still task number one in my
Yeah.
eyes. So
No, I agree. So, but I think that takes us.
we just have this existential dread hanging over us now of what the fuck we just did.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the answers also are coinciding with the
She
army
went north
going north.
towards the battle.
Right. So, do we just
That
try
must
to
mean
catch up to the
something.
army?
Is that the way that the army was going?
I mean, maybe.
Probably.
I can't remember, honestly.
Garrus was saying we were going to the front lines,
And do we know
or
where those
acting
are?
like it. I'm not sure where the front lines are.
Do you want to check up high again and see if you can see the army?
I couldn't see shit up there, to be honest. It's
Fuck.
it's a pretty like hazy morning. So.
All right, I guess we just need to go back to town then, or is there from where we are on the side of this cliff that's left? Is it which way is it from where the city is? Which way did we come to get here?
You guys traveled west to get here.
Okay, so we're traveling a little, like not away, but not going towards either. Okay. So do we think we should just start heading north and try to maybe cut the army off and catch up, or do we need to go back to town and then go north, or try to find if that's the way they went?
Well, here's the thing: do we need supplies to travel by ourselves, or do you think that we have enough of what we have to just take off into the wilderness here?
Did we loot this place? Food? They had a little bit of stuff, right?
Yeah, whatever was looted, unless you ran out with it, is
He's now
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gone.
I thought we put it in the cart. Didn't you got the cart?
Where's the cart?
No, we just
thought we
grabbed
I
them.
thought we undid
No, we.
the cart is also.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
We ended the horses. We ended the
We,
horses.
it was gonna
Yeah.
take too
Okay.
much time to.
That's what
Yeah.
it's been 2 weeks, guys. I'm
Yeah,
checking.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
making
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm making sure.
But no.
Yeah,
no
I guess we
cart.
should go to town then, because if we don't catch up to the army before, like
Because we don't know of any town in between here and where we're going.
I don't
so-
know shit about this place. So yeah, let's go back to town then. I guess we probably need to try to make a move on a little faster though. That way we can try to catch up, because the army will be moving, slowly to save energy. But
There is still a larger mountain off, maybe like 2 miles off from you. You guys, this wasn't like a.
Not a real.
I don't
yeah, you said
really-
it wasn't
I
like a
didn't-
mountain.
Yeah,
mountain.
it
You said
was more like a spire that
right.
came out of the earth.
Mhm.
That you
Big ass piece of rock.
big piece of rock. Yeah.
I mean, we have what we have on us, so we have rations. But do we want to try to cut north to intersect them, or do we think they're traveling north?
I don't know. You were standing in line longer.
Wait,
than
we
me
have a
on the
map of
boat,
this
so-
area, right?
No, you don't have a map.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
know
I
where
was
they
about
are.
to ask if Echo or Shadow had one on
I
them.
thought we had a map.
We wouldn't get
No.
it from Echo because she fell in, but if Shadow had
You
one,
guys got a map of Elliford.
The
yeah,
town.
so that we could get the crown.
Mhm.
We don't have a
Oh
map.
no, that is. Yeah.
That was back in the
Yeah,
day.
that
was
was
the island.
the island.
In the
Yeah,
middle.
that's what I'm saying.
It's the only
Elliford.
map you guys had got.
Okay, are we still elevated though? Like, are we under or over the trees?
You guys you're under the trees. It wasn't like a height elevation to get here. It was slightly sloped up until this like giant massive rock came out of the ground.
Right.
And the ruins were kind of built into
It was
the rock.
built into
Like
the side.
yeah.
It was still like
Right.
Thing,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
Kieran,
Yeah.
do me a favor. Fly up above the trees. See if you can see a cloud of dust from like an army marching. If you can't, then we'll just go back to the city. But if we think they're marching north, we can try to intercept them through the forest or whatnot. Save some time.
Tell them we got kidnapped.
Yeah, we literally got Shanghai or whatever you want to call it.
roll me another perception check. See what you
Come
get this time.
on.
That's a 4.
It's one more than last time. Like I said, it is a pretty foggy morning. There's a bit of haze in the air, so I can't really see much past.
There is quite a bit of dust still settling from this crater that
Yeah.
has been formed
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't see much. It's hard in the daylight to see the actual city that you came from. At night, you could see
'Cause
lights,
lights.
from it.
Yeah.
But now it just looks like part of landscape and trees that fade into
Yeah, 'cause
beyond your vision.
it's half a day away.
Yeah,
So
it's quite a ways away.
Can I roll a history check to see if I remember which direction they were going?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a history check.
I was gonna say, can I assist?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they were talking about marching out. I think it was out of this. You
Six.
guys suck today.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Dude.
People
what
were
is
fucking with the
going
dice last night. That's what it
on?
is.
It was only your dice.
Yeah.
These are the dice.
Well, those are my dice.
I forgot to bring my dice. Shit.
Fuck.
You remember they were leaving at 6 a.m. Dawn. It is about 6 hours past that now.
Well, we can go to the city, ask some locals.
Well, I was about to say, so
where'd they
do
go?
we want to go back to the city, or do we want to just hoof it on our own and see what happens with us?
Are you still in the air, or did you come back down?
I'm gonna come back down. Sorry.
I mean,
Okay.
we don't have a direction to go. We could be going the opposite direction of what they went and make it worse.
But if we're looking for his people, they are probably in the fray to the north, where most of the battle is occurring, right?
My thought is, do we want to be associated with an army in a war, or do we want to be just random travelers that the locals can come across?
Well, yes.
I mean, I don't know if anybody cares enough to ask us that back in the town, but either way, we should go there to see which direction the army went.
Yeah, we don't have to join up with them. We just want to know where they're going.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What happened? What happened?
Oh
Is this
God!
the
Isn't
guy
this
that-
fucking guy?
Echo, what happened?
I'm not.
No,
I'm
I
not
still
in her
anymore.
form.
I thought you still looked like her.
No,
You
no,
never-
No,
it's
that was
Justin Jones.
hours
Okay.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What
Listen.
happened?
We
Who are you?
we were
Who are
kidnapped
you?
by Echo and Shadow, and then the crater.
Kidnapped?
Yes.
What?
Are you in on this?
And what? In on what?
Did you make this happen?
They
no.
were going to sacrifice us.
We were coming to meet up with them, and this fucking crater is here.
Were you
Do
kidnapped or you came to meet up with them? You guys are.
I don't know these people. I just
Okay.
Who does number 2 work for?
Who?
what? Overwhelming.
Where's Echo?
bombardment of misinformation.
Where's Echo?
She's dead.
Who is that?
Dad?
The ruins collapsed. Do you not see the crater?
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. The dust and the.
Something
They
they
are
did
somewhere
cause
down
this.
Yeah, so this whole place collapsed, and we can only assume they were in there.
Yes, that's why I came running. I saw this big mountain collapse, and I just got here as well.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a deception
You were
check.
fucking kidney papped. Like, come on. I said that in my normal voice.
Well, I'm looking at you, like Lachlan's looking
I
at
upped my
Azir as well.
charisma,
Like,
so I need to
What?
change all
Why aren't
those.
we telling them you were kidnapped?
We had a date tonight.
Well,
Yes.
what is your name, sir?
It's a deception.
I want to speak with you.
That's not important.
Okay.
13
Because
deception.
I can't remember.
oh, shit, I didn't write his name down, did I?
It's
Nope.
13 deception.
I don't think I even got his name because it was assumed they already knew each other. So
You're just gonna go on
I
a date
didn't
with
even-
somebody.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I was playing a part, okay?
that's fair.
Yeah, maybe I didn't even.
I don't think you even
I don't
gave a
remember his
name.
name. I
Yeah.
remember her name.
Can we name him right now?
Sure.
Sock.
Whoa, Doug Kyle.
Sock Kyle.
What?
I said sock.
Sock Kyle and Doug. I heard those three.
His name's Kyle.
What's up, Kyle?
Wait, you're saying so?
Hey, friend, look at me. Keep it together, all right? This place is gone, all right? And it looks like they were inside because their horses came running down.
Wait, there were people in there?
I guess so. He's talking about these people.
Oh my god.
Do you know what happened?
How the fuck would I know what happened? I just got here.
I mean, you said you've been here before, right?
Yeah, my friends lived here.
Yeah, we haven't been here before. Is this place structurally sound? It just fucking collapsed. There's a crater the size
There
of
was
a field.
there was like a mini mountain here. Is it
Do you know if they were doing something to make a mountain collapse?
why? No. What? How could you even do that?
I don't know, man. I'm asking you. We've never been here before.
Powerful magic, maybe.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
My friend, I mean, my friends lived here. And I saw the dust and had to come see.
Well, shoot. Should we look for them inside the crater?
Yes. Yeah. And he'll start to make his way down into the crater.
Whoa, easy. Stop. This thing can easily collapse on top of you, dude. All right? You need to be careful. Here, get back. Come here. Get out. Let's
But
do a circle.
if they're in there,
We would probably hear them. One. And two, without doing a little bit of surveying, you're just as likely to fall and have one of these boulders land on your head and be a casualty as well.
As you say that, part of where you guys are standing starts
I'm gonna
to
grab him
erode
and
away.
pull him.
Yeah, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw?
And he's gonna roll one as well.
Saving throw.
A
Nice.
message you like, why are you trying to save him? We can bail.
Well, I guess I can't go down this path anymore. I've got to find another way to where I was going.
16.
Yes, fly man. You can go anywhere you
Yeah.
want.
Easy enough. He starts to slip
Any
down
path.
where this is eroding, and you grab him, and he clambers his way
See,
back.
look what I was telling you, man. Like, look, let's get back to town. You need to get a couple people up here to help you with this, all right? You need to start slow.
Okay, yeah,
If
we can
you-
get him here in like 10 minutes. That'll be great.
10 minutes?
Minutes.
What?
Back to town, yeah?
What town?
10 minutes?
The town I came from was half a day away.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd you come from?
The
We came from...
well, where I came from was the port city.
Yeah.
One of the new places?
Right, I just landed there yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which direction is your city?
He starts to run.
I'm gonna trip him before he, like, as he starts to run.
Make an athletics check
Okay.
against his dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Athletics? Okay.
Natural 19.
Yeah, he gets away.
Okay, yeah, he sees you try to trip him and he starts sprinting.
Hey, dude.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I was just gonna, like, throw a stick at him or something, but okay.
The moment he noticed that you were from one of the new places, his
Natural
demeanor
one.
changed. Natural 1,
His demeanor
Yeah,
changed.
Like anger or fear?
Fear.
Do we- oh.
and
The fuck?
you shoot this eldritch blast at it, and it flies past him, and he screams out in fear and continues
That's
to
right,
run.
you better run!
He
Fucking off.
Shit.
He's running more west, towards that larger mountain. That's
Which
in the
way?
distance.
We came from the south. Or no, we came east.
You guys came from the
Okay,
east.
from the east.
Should we follow him?
I think we need to get the fuck out of here and go back to where we came from.
What, back to the town or north?
The town.
Back to the city?
Yeah, because one, we're gonna need to know which way the army went, and we don't know.
Well, he said his town is 10 minutes that way.
Yeah, but we have horses. He's on foot.
We have 2 horses.
He said they could, yeah.
Yeah, but me and Azir can get on one. Gorb can ride the other. You can fly, right?
I'm not going to fly for half a day. What do you think I'm made
Well,
of?
I mean, like to get enough away for right now. You know what I mean?
You can
We just
straddle
need-
me if you want.
I'm gonna start getting on the horse. Be like, come on,
What?
let's go.
Why?
Do you want to go catch him?
No.
Okay, then we need to get the fuck out of Dodge. If he's only 10 minutes from
He's
his
clearly
place-
scared of us.
Right, but he might have backup. He said there was a
Why?
town nearby.
What? First of all, why are they scared of the new place?
I
That
don't
doesn't
know.
make sense.
But fear leads to anger, and people get angry because it looks like we killed his friends and took this fucking mountain down. We need to get the fuck out of here. It's not gonna do us any good to linger.
I have an idea. Why don't you turn back into Echo? We lure him back, and then trap him.
Then we
You
kill
know
him.
what?
Yes.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
And I'm gonna
God.
scream
Oh,
in
fuck.
Echo's voice, "Help!" And I'm gonna be in the rubble.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm going to fly up.
I'm gonna act like I'm helping her now out of the rubble. Like, come on, come on.
This is gonna, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to make this a disadvantage. You tried to trip him, you shot him with an eldritch blast.
Well, she's stuck back here with him. 12?
A moment goes by, and he does not emerge.
Okay.
Do I see from up above him running through the trees? Off
Make a
in the
perception
distance?
check.
Alright, fuck that dice. Fuck that dice. We're going red, baby. That's better. 12.
Straight 12?
Yeah, I don't have a plus to perception, so.
Okay. You don't see anyone darting away, but looking back down at what your friends are doing now, you do see a figure sort of trying to hide in a bush.
Do they notice me?
No.
I'm going to clock them and then slowly flap my way down into like a tree up above the bush that they're in and try and hide in the tree and keep eyes on them.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me.
Yep. I'm gonna use luck. That's better. 18. 19. Mark off this luck.
Okay, yeah, you feel very hidden.
I'll keep going with the con, be like dusting you off and be like, you all right?
Thanks. So I'm fine. I just. Oh, shit, I'm acting. What happened?
Come on,
What
come on. Looks like
happened?
the mountain fell on your ass. Here,
Where's
come on.
Shadow?
Sit down. Hold on.
Where's Shadow?
Easy. Gorp, help me out here. Here. Sit down. Are you injured at all? Like, what's up? I
had a fucking mountain fall on me.
Oh, hey,
You see those
yes,
figures sort
yes.
of cry a
What
bit
are
of
they
a
doing?
bush
You're
away.
okay.
What do they look like?
It's the same. It's the same.
It's the same dude?
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Okay.
Kyle.
I'll just
Kyle.
watch. I'll just
Kyle.
watch.
Yeah.
Did he tell us his name?
He eventually told you his name was Guy when you asked.
No. Yes, you had a mountain fall on you. You're probably in shock right now. Just
Where's
calm
my
down.
brother?
I assume he's still in there or something like. Yeah, probably still in there. So just
Kyle!
relax.
We found her!
Relax. All right. Your
See
friend
him
was.
nervously looking.
Your friend was just here. I guess he was your friend. He said he knew you. Some guy, and I'll describe what he looked like.
Kyle?
I guess.
Kyle was here.
You see
Sure.
him start to pull something out of a bag.
What's it look like?
Sharp.
Okay. I'm just
All
gonna
right,
watch.
just here. Relax. I'll go see if I can see your brother. All right.
Starts to raise it up.
Was he close to you?
I don't
Going
know. He
to
wasn't.
as I see the movement start to go forward, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast from the
Okay.
tree.
Shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
He's also going to make an attack roll.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right, second luck for the day.
Does,
Ready? Oh my
does
God.
an 18 hit?
That does hit me.
Okay.
No.
A 2 on the
Bro.
luck?
Dude, what is
All
going
right, guys. That was a great episode.
on?
We'll see you
See you next
later.
week. Yes.
Damn, what is
Yeah.
happening today?
It's 8 points of piercing damage as a dagger flies through the air. Sorry. I rolled the wrong dice.
Oh.
3 points of piercing damage. 3 points of piercing damage as a dagger flies from the trees and hits you as you hear a yell, Echo, run!
Why?
Ah!
What?
Shit.
What is?
And an eldritch blast comes from a tree down into a bush.
I'll run towards the voice. Just.
Son of a
I'm gonna
bitch.
get info. And I'll run towards the voice and be like, Kyle, where are you? Just.
They're invaders, Echo, come on!
Oh,
Invaders?
we just helped your friend, Dick.
What are you talking?
Ow.
Why did you stab my friend, asshole?
Shit.
You shot at me! You tripped me!
I didn't trip you. You
I
got
didn't
away.
do anything.
We just had questions for you,
Oh my god.
Dick.
I had a mountain fall on me and you're all squabbling about that. Where is Shadow?
Come on, Echo, let's go.
That's your
Let's
fucking
go.
priority. I'm not leaving. Shadow's in there.
Can you please just not throw and stab at us?
Yeah, they helped me
You're
out.
saging your dice.
Cleanse the dice area, yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Well,
look, all right.
Anybody else want any of this?
Just spreading it out.
I haven't
everywhere,
rolled
yeah,
yet,
yeah.
so I'm gonna hold on.
You roll a
character
two,
is
you
a
roll a-
devilish.
Well, it was before we started,
Yes,
so maybe
yes.
something's changed.
All right, hey, dude, reset, okay?
Reset, don't shoot at me.
I didn't shoot at you.
You tripped me. You tried to.
Yes, because I had questions. Shit, we just got here. Mountain's gone. Your friends fucking gone
Yeah,
to rubble.
you're invaders, okay? I don't trust a fucking word you say.
Did we look like invaders to you?
You said you came for it from one of the new cities.
Okay. So you just assume we're bad guys?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You threw a knife at me. You
Only
stabbed
bad
me.
Yeah, well, you tried to trick me, and your friend shot at me.
Kyle, listen.
We were just in that city.
not
I don't
his
know what
city.
you're talking about.
Meaning you came from the invading lands.
Listen, the
I'm
first one was a
Echo.
warning
I'm-
shot. I didn't
No,
hit you
I'm
on
Echo.
purpose.
I mean, yeah, but you guys, you I mean,
You were just
I know
there.
what you
Okay,
guys do.
hey, look, dude.
The second
Eat-
one, I was trying to hit you because you were about to throw a knife. The first
Right.
one, obviously, warning shot.
Look, everybody stop blasting, stop throwing knives, all right? Relax, everyone, relax, all right? I think we just need to do a pause, reset, all right? No one try to hurt anybody.
Echo, come here, get away from me.
You stay there.
No,
Yo, whoa.
don't tell
you,
Echo what to do.
You don't either.
Well, she's my friend.
Okay, so you
Shut
just get
up!
to roll over her?
Both of you, shut up.
You obviously can't.
Up.
I just helped your friend out of the hole.
Shut. What did I just say? I don't know who the hell you are, but you need to shut up.
First and foremost, Kyle, let me explain. Everybody simmer down. We came here falsifying as an army, lieutenants, and soldiers to find my people. Shadow and Echo brought us up here to this mountain to look
Yes,
for
to
them.
help them find them.
And then the mountain collapsed. Luckily, we were able to find Echo in the rubble. We mean you no harm. But don't throw any more knives.
Yeah. I'm keeping
Don't
this.
Shoot at me.
I shot at you.
Yeah, you did. Don't do it again.
Well, you
All right,
started
hey,
running.
Reset. All right? Everybody cool.
All right. Well, let's go. Echo. I mean, do you want to search for Shadow?
We haven't heard him by now. I'm afraid he's gone.
Going to glare at Azir.
That's Echo.
Yeah, I know, but
I'll message you. What? What do you want?
you had what, 1
What are we
hour before
doing?
we had to kill this guy, or like what? What is the play here?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
They
go
asked me
over
to
to
turn.
the edge of the crater and
Mhm.
be like, yeah, I don't see anything moving down there.
Such a sad day for Shadow. We will have a funeral pyre in his name. Echo, what do you think?
A funeral pyre?
Yeah, we'll burn some sticks.
We don't know what kind of rights you guys have here in this land, like for people that are passed. So he's just
I'm
offering.
Yes, some type of offer. If you want to get drunk and have ale, I'm totally fine with that.
So
To
you
wash
are
down the
invaders.
sorrows.
No, we are literally looking for his stolen
Yeah.
people.
His
Have you
people-
seen green people like me?
Yeah, they look like him. They were sold as slaves, and we're trying to find his folks. We're not trying to invade.
We just caught a ride with the invaders.
Yeah, there's
Gotta
not
make
really
a
any
history
other
check.
way to get here.
I mean, there was, but we didn't want to steal my
Natural
boat.
one. I've never seen anyone like you in my life.
They
Do you know-
explained their story to us, and we wanted to help. They don't seem to be with the armies that are coming out. They were under the guise, but they were more than willing to take off their uniforms and come with us just to find these people, going against their orders or whatever.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. So we're better luck than
Being in
everyone
Echo's
else.
form.
That's gonna be 22.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
we're not-
know everything's crazy right now. The mountain's gone. They were just here trying to help.
We're just trying to get information. My
Oh,
friend's
shit,
people
that's cool.
have been taken
Well,
against their will.
okay. Well, Echo, let's take them to town and gotta. I mean, I guess I gotta tell them what happened. Let's go.
What, the town?
Yeah.
Yes, we should probably send a search party up here.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wait, okay, so what town are you from? Because from where we were from, I thought was the only place nearby.
I mean, you guys came from the wars, like
The port city, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the new places. I'm from Yeladon.
Yellow Dawn or Yeladon?
Yeladon.
Yeladon.
Yeledon.
Yeledon?
Yep.
Yeladon. Okay. And I guess you people are against the war, or
I mean,
how
they're
does that work?
trying to take our land. Of course we are.
I mean, I'm asking. Like, we just got here yesterday, and we know nothing about this place. That's why
What
we're kind of
they've
starting.
told us.
Some would say yesterday.
From from what they told us, there's propaganda in their country. They don't even know what they're fighting.
Yeah, there's a draft. Not every majority of people that are
They're
here
trying
right
to draft
now.
children.
Yeah,
Well,
that's another thing we're investigating too. Is this is bigger than we thought?
Echo, come here.
Yes. What?
And he sort of walks Echo just a small distance away from you guys.
Yeah.
Can we trust these people?
Without Shadow barking in my ear, I'd say yes. He would hit me every time I tried to, but I think they're okay. Why would they have saved me? And
What happened here?
I don't know. I was cleaning the area, Shadow was off somewhere, and everything collapsed. I think he must have done something. He was always... he beat me, right?
I mean, I didn't really. He did?
Yes. I used to try to hide it, but now that he's gone, maybe I can escape it.
Oh. Shit, that's heavy, Echo.
Maybe you shouldn't even send a search party for him, honestly.
I see you completely differently now. Yeah, okay, so
Does that mean your lunch is gone?
these are, so they're okay. Okay, well, yeah, okay, all right, let's take them to town, and then we can sort of just send them on our way, on their way then.
All right, yes, we'll do that. How far is, you said 10 minutes. Yes, I remember now, 10 minutes. I'm a little discombobulated from
Yes,
probably a million rocks hitting my
You
head.
know where town is.
I think I have a concussion,
Well,
Kyle.
that makes sense. Okay, yeah, let's
Don't fault me.
let's go. All right, come on, guys. And then he starts walking into the woods.
I'll grab one of the horses.
I'll grab another horse. I'll look at Lachlan. Mouth like.
Hey, Kyle, right?
Yeah.
Hey, question for you. Since you guys are I guess against the war and everything, I assume you guys, or maybe not you, but somebody else keeps tabs on what happens in the other port town that we came through. Possibly.
That's not really for me to say.
So the reason
Because you don't know, or just...
Well, I don't.
the reason I ask, all right, is because we came up here getting help from Echo and Shadow, but obviously it took a turn when this place collapsed. We're away from where the group that we came with, so if we do try to keep up and catch up to them, if you or somebody else would know which way that the army would be passing through, going direction-wise, that's the only lead we have on finding my buddy's people.
Yeah, I mean, they've sort of moved the war north. I mean, they've already took over the swamps, so, yeah, I mean, we're...
Good, because I do not want to go to a swamp.
Well, also, I don't know if you guys have a map of, this region, but that would also help us in finding our way around.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, there's probably in town someone's got a map somewhere.
Like I said, I mean, we're not trying to hurt any of your people
We're
or
walking and talking,
invade.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
We're definitely not trying to invade.
Stop to have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Some people would.
We're just trying to get our friends' people back, and then we're trying to get out of here. We're not trying to fight a war that is hurting people or anything like that. You know, we're not trying to hurt your people or invade or do any of that crazy
Especially
stuff.
in a place with such poor, like, porous rocks that just fall. Who wants that?
Do you guys have any bags or pouches or anything?
Like,
Is this
what?
Kyle asking?
Something large enough to fit on your head.
What?
I don't want them to know how to get there.
I already told you they're fine. In fact, I think they might be the best chance of maybe stopping the war.
Still outsiders.
So? Is it really that bad if they're going to stop the goddamn war?
I don't know that they're gonna do that. They could be lying to you.
You're suggesting I put a bag over my head?
Yeah, I mean,
Kyle, you know no one lies to me. And winks or whatever.
You guys are gonna get me killed.
Well,
I mean, look, Kyle,
I'm
no-
going with them to help. Once we get to town and figure out where they're going, I want to help them. So I'm going with.
And no offense, Kyle, but does he have any weapons on him besides the dagger I grabbed?
He's a small hilted sword. Sword is on his side.
And no offense, Kyle. Like, I'm not saying you're not handy, but I'm gonna kind of look at each one of us three and be like, if we wanted to hurt you, we would have done it by now.
I don't like your veiled threats. Okay.
It's not a threat.
It is. If you wanted to hurt me, you would. But I mean, that's
what
pretty
I'm saying.
threatening.
I don't like you throwing daggers at my friends.
Yeah.
I don't like getting shot at by mystical means.
I used on purpose.
Hey, reset, remember? All right, we're starting fresh. No one wants to hurt anybody, all right? All I'm saying is that we could have, just like you hurt me, you hit me with a dagger, that hurt, all right? We just want to help our friend and his people.
Well, okay, but you guys are outsiders, but if I bring you to the city, you're gonna get, people might be more likely to help you if they know that you were.
Do we need to make ourselves look like insiders?
I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna think you're from here.
Why is that?
Your clothes, obviously. I've never seen clothes like that before, and then
What is wrong with my clothes?
your skin sparkles. What the? And you're a giant green guy. That is clearly a style of clothing not from around here.
We were birthed from the collapsing mountain.
Wait.
What?
That is what we tell them.
All right,
No,
hold on.
How is that? I mean, that's not any better.
All right, look at it this way.
How-
If you really need something to tell them that we're anti-slavers, or I guess would be
No.
the best thing.
You're
Abolitionists.
spies against the invaders.
I still think my idea
We
is
are
the most logical.
outsiders coming to the insiders
From
to help.
where? Where should I tell them you're from so I don't have to bag your heads?
The mountain. We were birthed from it.
I don't think
No,
that's
no.
gonna work.
I can make
guy.
that work.
We're from Toll, right?
No, we don't need to tell them that.
They don't know where.
I mean, what does it
I
matter?
know that's your city you came from over there, but they're not going to know what the hell that is.
I mean, he asked, like, that's where we're from, or me.
Listen, I think you're gonna, the whole honey and vinegar thing. If people know you're not from here, they're gonna be less likely to help you.
Right. So we need to make it seem like we are from here.
So from
Well,
the
you
port
need to make it seem
city-
like you're not from an invading land.
We are from Urchland.
Edgeland.
From
What
where?
is that?
Urchland in the east.
Etchland?
Or Pradding.
Prating. I've never heard of
Those-
Prating.
Yes, we
It's
are
from
not.
your continent.
Oh, Prating South.
Yes.
I mean,
Could that work?
How do you know those places?
I've heard stories.
What?
I don't think you would know about Pratt.
Well, I mean, I once was in a pub back in Jatol, and I had a drink with a man from Prodding.
Would I have heard of any of these stories being
Nobody's
somewhat
ever come back.
affiliated?
Yeah, nobody would have. Yeah,
My ancestors are speaking to me right now.
No, that was that's that's what I was saying. We were birthed from the mountain here, so we look crazy, but we are from this land. That's what my whole point was. We're not from afar. We're from here. Some crazy event.
I'll listen.
Do we really have to get
Echo,
so deep into it? Just say
you-
what they're passing through to get to the front lines.
I mean
Yeah.
that could work, but you all obviously don't look like you're from anywhere around here. So I'm
They're not
whatever.
wearing
Echo,
uniforms.
let's
What's
just
wrong
I think
with
when
that?
we get in there, let them fend for themselves, okay? Because I don't think it's gonna go well.
How big is this town that we're going to?
Well, I mean, it's pretty big.
Like how big?
Like
Does it have
What's your
a
population?
ruling government?
well, I mean, the outside maybe 30,000, and on the inside maybe another 100.
And you
That
need
is a
to,
pretty big town.
So you need just a bag for a population that size? Like
I mean,
that's.
the people we're gonna have to go check through. So
Is it a hidden city? Because that's a
Yes.
large population to be kept secret.
Yeah, we
I
live-
feel like.
Because
Or
we're
we
in a
don't-
war. Why
don't-
wouldn't we have a hidden city?
I'm asking.
we don't really leave. So we don't really need to. So bringing people back is pretty crazy.
Look, like I said, we've been upfront and honest with you about why we're here. We'll do that
on
with
your
your
end.
peop-
You think so? Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have been.
I'll do my best to take your word for it.
If we need to,
Yeah, let's
I'll do
let's
the
go.
talking
Yeah,
when we get in there.
you're from here. Yeah. If
Won't
they
be here
ask,
long, and
Yeah.
I can guarantee they're not going to do anything about the city because they don't know where the fuck they are.
You guys are making your way through this dense forest. Not really path. There's a slight path that
like
maybe
a deer path.
a deer path or a path that Kyle his own has used.
Mm.
That is sort of padded down, and maybe animals have used it as well. So it's not super rough terrain, but you are weaving between bushes and trees and stuff. And these are like large, like almost redwood-like trees. Some of them pretty big and massive that you're weaving through. Moss-covered grounds as you're starting to see through the trees a rock face of like this large. You can't really see it through the canopy because these trees are so tall. But you've seen it before. This mountain that was in the distance
Off in
that
the distance.
you're slowly gaining ground on, and it is a steady upward slope that you're traveling.
Cool.
I'll message Kieran and be like, when we get in there, we need to make this quick so that I can slink off because I don't have a lot of time. I think I have maybe 45 more minutes.
Make what quick?
Getting our info, getting the fuck out, so
What
I can slink
info?
off with you.
Right, so what info are we exactly looking for?
Where the soldiers are marching.
How would they know?
Wouldn't they know? They're hiding from them. They should probably know where they're going if they're going to hide from them.
I mean, that is a big leap, but yeah, we can certainly try.
Okay, and we could also find out what's going on because we didn't know that there were people here before this, and that we're actually taking their land.
I mean, I knew that.
When?
That's the whole point of the war.
But we were told it was barren. There was just monsters, not people.
Maybe that's what you were told.
Right. Great. Cool. We just need to hurry, or else we're gonna be stuck up shit creek without a paddle.
Does anyone speak Elvish?
Common, goblin, and
Efficiencies.
halfling.
No. Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Thieves' Cant.
Wait, where are my languages at?
Proficiencies and training?
No, do not speak Elvish.
Nope. Okay. Never. I just wanted to make sure, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed to know, because if you did something, yeah.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Echo speaks Elfish.
Sounds like a pretty big city that we're going to, so it might take some time to get the information that we're seeking.
What is Kyle?
Kyle's a half elf.
Does that make him a halfling?
No.
No. Like
Echo,
half elf, half human.
Echo and Shadow are full elves, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or they seem to be.
Seem to be. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you've had a concussion, remember? Right now, lost your ability to understand.
Yeah, your vision might be blurred or something. Yeah. Okay.
This incline is pretty steep. My legs are burning afire.
Yeah, you see he's got a dump truck on him.
Big ass calves and a dump truck.
Kyle, I didn't know you worked out.
See, my wings are kind of helping me. So
Just like,
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to, we get a lot of legwork here.
Yeah.
seems that way.
I'll play
Beautiful.
up the injured thing and be leaning on Kyle a little bit, just to kind of make it seem like injured, needing help.
Beautiful country, though.
It is. Yeah, that's why.
Right, these trees are massive.
Yeah, we don't want them to go away. So,
Yeah, definitely.
listen, I'm putting a lot of faith in these people, Echo. I mean, you know why. So,
In, out. Just need a map of the area so that they can get back to the soldiers and figure out what the hell and how to dismantle all this.
okay, yeah. I mean, that sounds great. I can come with you guys too.
Well,
I mean, now that Shadow's gone, you'll need someone to help you, right?
Think I need help, Kyle?
Well, no, I mean, just someone else that you know to look after you. I'm not gonna let you just go with random people.
Are you my keeper now?
No, I'm just worried about you.
I just lost someone who was controlling me, and now you want to control
I don't
me?
want to control you. I want to look after you.
Maybe I want to get out now that I don't have Shadow.
You want to get out?
Get out and see things. He wouldn't let me go anywhere. And maybe I want to help get rid of everything, get rid of all of this so it doesn't have to happen anymore. And I know you don't want that. So I don't want you to come because I know your heart won't be in it. But I will come back.
I mean, my heart would be in it if I was with you.
we're going to need someone to be on the inside, you know? We need somebody at the place that we've been to before, that we know that we have a safe place to come back to in case we get in the shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, it sounds great, guy, but, I don't want to, I mean...
He's not wrong. I don't want you dying too.
It would be
I
good for
want
us to
someone
have.
to come back to, you know?
We'll talk about this later. I don't want you to go with random newcomers, so, I'm gonna vet them, a bit, so...
Starting to act like a father.
That's not what I want to do. Yeah.
We'll get to the city and we'll figure it out.
You guys walking through these large trees start to come up on this this river that is running alongside you now, and you've started. There's a more densely beaten path that you step onto next to this river on this like reddish, mossy clay pathway that you're walking on now, with ferns and moss and these large redwood trees, fallen trees across the river every now and then, rocks jutting out. Start making your way along it.
Pull Lachlan close. Let them go above or ahead of us a little bit.
Mhm.
I whisper in. Lachlan, we're going to have to kill Kyle once he turns back into Azure.
Say it a little louder, just so that the.
Yeah.
We know you're
Lachlan, we're going to have to kill Kyle! Because once Azir turns back into Azir, he's going to flip his shit.
Lee, I'll tell you what, let's let that be our last resort. If we can get out of here before Azir pops back into...
Have you heard the conversations?
I know.
Guys, don't
Kyle
have to actually
loves-
whisper.
Oh, I know.
Kyle loves Echo.
Yes, I gathered that much at least. But let's not try to kill the poor dude.
Oh, I'm not trying to kill him now. I'm just saying eventually.
Look, if we need to, we need to. There's no avoiding that. But also not like to have another reason for somebody else to be looking for us in this part of the world.
I understand that,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Because especially if we're going to get introduced to people, they're going to know our faces, they're going to know who we are, they're going to know who to look for if Kyle doesn't come back.
But they're also going to know that Echo is alive still, and then will vanish. That is a bridge we'll have to cross when we get there, but...
True, but maybe we can get away from this place before they realize Echo is no longer with us.
I hope so.
You know what I mean? Because, I don't know. And I doubt any of these people are going to be coming towards the front. You know? And maybe we can get through here and back before they realize Echo's gone, or we can figure that out later. But at the very least, Kyle's a part of this community, you know, directly. Echo and Shadow looks like we're kind of like, not outcasts, but not in it either.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, okay.
So Kyle seems to be the only one that would have a stake in this, so let's cross that bridge literally when we get there. Because we need Kyle right now at the very least.
Shout out Kyle.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let's let Azir do his thing, and I don't know if he can do that thing more than once a day.
Yeah, okay, I confide in you.
Because maybe we can like have Echo go off somewhere and then reset and come back, possibly. I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. It's magic, you know.
Alright,
This is my magic. So
understood.
yeah, just you know, be ready for anything. So
I
Yeah.
understand.
and I got your back.
Are we starting to see people?
Um,
You said there were people on the outside.
I would like to. Yeah, I was gonna say I would like to roll perception to see if we're being
everyone
tracked.
roll a perception check.
Yeah, see if we're being followed or tracked or watched from somewhere.
At 20
11.
for 23.
I have a question.
Pull it up real quick. Fuck. Talking to Gore bouncy shit.
So, whenever I make a perception check, I can use my strength modifier instead of the skill's usual ability modifier.
Oh, nice.
So is that on the saving throws, or is that the actual?
That says on the check, so you can use your strength modifier on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. 15.
that's with your modifier.
Message.
Plus
Nice.
3, yeah.
Nice.
Message, and it'll take up a lot of resources, but I can do this for 2 more hours max. After the hour is up.
Who are you messaging?
Each one of you, like back and forth.
You'll hear a response from Lachlan immediately. Be like, all right, because the longer you can keep this up, the better. Because if he knows that Echo's actually dead, he's gonna flip his lid, and we're probably gonna have to make a run
Trust
for
me,
it.
I know. I'm trying.
No, you're doing
My
you're
best.
doing good. You're doing great.
Can you feel when it is about to go away?
Yes, I can feel when the magic is waning.
Right. Make sure that you're like next to a restroom or an alleyway at that time.
Yes, that is the plan. I'll slink off when I need to.
Yeah, just give us a heads up when we can cover for
I
you.
will. I'll message when it's time.
Who got above a 15?
23.
You got a 15 and a 23. Looking around, you see some rope work in the canopy above.
rope.
Looks like maybe some bridges connecting canopies.
Does it look like there's places up there, like houses? and
Maybe,
stuff?
maybe. But the branches are sort of obscuring
Everything.
up the trunk where they would be if they were. You see vines through the trees above that you think are vines. Yeah, what was everyone else doing? Sorry, I was.
So what, Kyle? You said about 10 minutes. It's been about. Are we there yet? Or?
I mean, just about. I mean, we've been walking and talking.
Right.
I'm also injured. Probably slowing you down a bit. I'm trying. And I'll go up and start walking faster to try and get Kyle to be like, oh.
It's
faster.
getting pretty steep now, and there's the sense of on this path. There's a bit of shelving that has been cut into it every now and then that you're starting to step up as you walk. The shelving eventually starts to turn into large stairs, and then now you are on cut stairs in stone. Very finely cut stairs. It looks very well made. And
I'll
then
let everybody go 30 steps and then I'll fly up. And then I'll let everybody go through and I'll fly up.
it's still next to this river that is cascading and a waterfall every now and then that drops down to the river, and these large, thick, almost maybe roots from the trees before have been pulled up, and they're growing into railing on the sides of these stairs, live and growing. And you hear as you make your way maybe up 100 feet of these stairs that stare and then shelve and stare and shelve up this winding path. Hello there, Many-tailed.
Shake my head and be like, oh. Sounds weird.
What's Kyle doing?
He says, Nidden, Nani Ellen. Nolre, Sikapa.
Come open path or whatever. I hope.
Maybe.
Please.
I'm just waiting to see what Kyle does, yeah.
Nira Valeron Disapota.
I'm gonna look like I'm trying to listen intently and shake my head, but then I'm not getting it. I'm like, ugh.
This is Papa, Nina Kelda Valerie?
Do we see anybody?
No.
Oh.
Nah.
Alright, comprehend languages on myself.
Okay.
I thought that was only for written.
Is comprehend languages written only?
At least that's what for mine is.
Any language that I can hear or see.
Oh.
Yours different?
Hear or see sign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
can
I
do that.
so I
Okay,
pull
yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
I pull out a little bit of soot from my pockets and a little bit of salt and kind of rub them in my hands.
It's not concentration, so.
Mary
Though.
Lila Golendor Nadahena. It's from
What was just said?
that was from Kyle. He says, yes, Echo says they're okay.
I'm just gonna
I'm
kinda,
gonna do the same thing a little bit, subtly, I'm rubbing my head, but I'm doing this because I didn't realize it was for hearing too. And I'll
comprehend languages so that I can.
Are you guys doing this stealthily or out in the open?
No, I just like
I am.
I just pull out the soot and the salt and rub it in my hands, and as I'm doing, I cough, and when I cough, I say, "This like got that."
I'm gonna try to help distract as well. I'll step forward next to Colin and just be like, "Hi, sorry to
Actually,
intrude." And
I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll still play up the like my brain is damaged ploy if they try to talk to me. But
I'm just gonna try to distract.
Yeah, I'm off to the side, touching the side of the stair.
Rubbing the furry wall.
Yeah, rubbing the furry wall.
Neoquin Elonian, you hear out from the darkness.
I'll look at Colin like, I don't speak whatever language it is that you are speaking. I know common. If you do, besides Kyle, no common.
Neoquin Common.
Yes, yes, common.
Okay, if you are vouched Echo, come on.
If Kyle isn't helping Echo, I'll try to help play it up and like kind of support Echo like this and help her if he's not doing it.
and I'll nod to the people walking by, just like
You see in front of
Wincing.
you is the stairs have almost reached a like almost a wall of ferns, maybe,
Growth.
where you see a bunch of growth.
Yeah.
Where you see the path leads into, but it is like a dark, like I don't know, like a tunnel of trees, basically, of like hanging wisteria and stuff that just seems like darkness on the inside, blocking all the sunlight coming through. And you see a figure step out from the darkness within, an elven figure in like wooden armor, like it is live. It's growing its own leaves.
oh, that's sick.
And like a vined headpiece that is cascading with its own growing vines down its back. As he steps forward and says this and waves his hand, yeah. And then Kyle says to you, sorry, I didn't learn Elvish. I just
It's
having
all
How
good.
could you?
near Elorna.
I'll shake my head and be like, I'm sorry.
Well, you know what it means. You cast comprehend languages on yourself.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. Because I can't do it subtly
Okay.
in that way. Sorry, I can't. I think something, when the mountain fell, it messed me up. I need some rest. I feel like my brain is all jumbled. I can't understand what you're saying. It feels like every other word is ringing.
Okay.
I'll translate.
Are you saying that as Kieran?
Yeah. So, what did he just say?
I hope they don't get into trouble.
Said, we don't get into trouble.
I'll make sure they don't.
We're not here to cause anybody any harm or trouble. We just want to get through and try to catch up.
I
That's
just
it.
need rest.
Yeah, okay, and Kyle starts to walk forward, and this guy,
And I'll message you in my head. Just be like, can you translate for me from now on in hit?
Sure, definitely. So for about an hour.
Okay. I might be able to do it myself in a minute if I can get a spare.
Don't strain yourself. You'll need to keep up other things.
Yes. And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
you're fine. You start making your way through this living tunnel, and you see a few more people standing in here. They don't make themselves seen immediately. It's sort of like they step out of the living wall of this side, their armor sort of blending in with its own growth to the sides of these walls as they step forward. And one sort of pats Kyle on the back, and then one comes up to you and puts his hands on you. It's like,
And I'll wince like, ugh.
Nien alato nadoridiane.
And I'll go in my head, what did he say?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'll pat the hands and be like, same, I'm hurt. Be gentle, please.
Okay. He sort of steps to the side, and you guys continue to walk through. And it's about, I don't know, 50 yards in here of this tunnel. And then it opens up in these, it's like vines that are hanging down at the end you walk through. And it opens up into this large, like, outdoor, like, different ecosystem. Completely different than what you guys had just been walking through. It's like, you know that journey to the center of the earth where they crest through the mountain and they see like the birds flying and it's sort of like that.
On the inside of the mountain?
You're not
From
inside the
What
mountain.
we think is from where we
Yeah,
went.
you don't think you crossed through a mountain. It's still, you still see beyond this the mountain. Massive on the other side of this like gorge where you see houses and huts and people walking by and smoke from smokestacks and stuff.
Does everyone look elvish?
Yes.
Like every single person?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll since I got blind sight with Skulker,
Okay.
I'll as we're walking like about halfway through this thing, it's up to 10 feet. So if they don't come out of these spots before that, once we get to 10 feet, I'll start kind of looking in the spots where these people are.
Yeah, and it is about 15 or it's about 20 feet wide. So you'd be able to, your range would be
Both sides.
if you walk down the center, you
Yeah.
could feel both sides with
Okay.
blind sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel a few people just standing there.
Okay. I'll kind of look and like kind of do one of these things to like where I can clock people to let them know like
See you.
okay, we're cool. I see you're there, but I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, you sort of
kinda do
see
like
the
this.
outline of a figure where roots are grown and almost look like they're attached to their armor.
it's kind of like in the Alien movies how they blend into the walls
Yep.
and stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
That's exactly how they are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Any.
Yeah.
I won't say anything, but I'll kind of like look and.
And you see next to each one of them is like a small armory. Next to each people, a spear, a sword, a shield, and a battle axe. It's sort of whatever they want to step out with is at their ready to grab.
That's cool. And
It's all in the wall, but with your blind sight, you can make out the outlines of these things, unseen to anyone else.
I'll kind of grin as I look towards each of them and like nod to where like if they don't come out, I'll. And in my head, I'll just be. Nice.
Yeah, many of them have these like wooden masks that are covering their faces that blend in with the wood.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you crest open into this place, Kyle says, "Oh, okay, we're here, but I don't know how. I mean, how do you want me to help?"
Map would be the first thing, I guess, like of the region. So
Yeah, I can't
we'll
give you a
see.
map of here, but
No. We don't
The
want to
outside
hear like
world.
the
Absolutely.
outside of pretty
Preferably a
much.
map without this place on it.
We don't want to blow
Yeah.
up
Well-
your secrecy.
Yeah.
yeah, of course, Echo,
Yeah.
a map without this place.
Well, I guess one because you said the army is headed north.
I mean, I think so. Yeah, I mean that's what
Well,
I've
I guess
heard.
that would be the biggest thing. Is like the army that would have left this morning, like before dawn, or right around dawn, which way they're going, and a map, I guess, of that region where they were headed to. As much as you can give us, that would be helpful.
Do you know who's coordinating and keeping track of the movements of the invaders right now?
I don't, but you know, Echo. There are the people that do.
Who's
So-
your most profitable merchant in town?
Merchant?
Yes, like that does trade and things.
We don't do trade here.
Oh, what do you do?
What do you mean?
He's asking, like, is there any commerce here? Do you just do trade? Do you do bartering? Like, if someone needs something and you have it, do you just
We
give it to them? Okay,
But
so it's a trade.
it's not a
Like
trade. It sounds like
your-
it's.
Well, they probably do things for each other in a trade when they need things.
Unlike
You
how
know?
it is on the other city, the port city, we don't do that here. We don't use gold. Like you do.
Does anything have a monetary value?
There's no need for it. No.
I think they're self-sufficient, is what they're saying.
It's a
They don't-
community.
That's
Yeah.
a farce.
Well, not for them.
I mean, nothing
it is
can be
quite
self-sufficient.
literally in front of your face,
Yeah.
all around us.
Remember, we're not in your part of the world. People do things differently up here.
Your
and
part. You're from
Your
there
part
too.
of the world. What are you
What are you
talking
talking
about?
I meant from, like, the higher society part of the world.
You all look
Because-
the same to me.
Wow.
Your clothing, I mean, it's all nonsense.
I'm gonna look at my, like, leather, simple stuff, and I'm looking at Kieran's, like,
So what? If
Sure.
there's something here that I want, I can just ask for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you, well, I mean, maybe not you. If it's needed, it'll be provided to the best of ability.
So map, a little bit of rations, stuff for our
Well,
journey.
I mean, I think you guys are gonna have to, I need to take you guys to Glendale.
Is that another place or?
No, that's a person.
so whatever can get us out of y'all's way so we can start making our way, because they have a big head start on us.
Right.
Whatever makes it expedient would be
Yeah.
best.
Because if I
Yeah,
can't
no.
do trade here, honestly, I don't see any reason for
As
me
much
to
as I trust
stay
them,
here
I want them
anymore.
out within an hour or two, if possible. Because there's no need for them to be here that long.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, yeah. Let's make our way inside then. And then he starts walking forward, and you all notice 4 or 5 people walking behind you as well.
And as we're walking, I kind of come up next to him again. And so there's no one here that has more than anyone else.
No, not really. I mean, there are those that make more, and
What do you mean by make more?
I mean, the ones that own the farms that grow the food, they'll obviously have more than the people that they're giving it to.
Interesting. I'll just kind of sleep back and continue to walk and just have my own thoughts.
New perspectives.
It does sound like a really peaceful existence. Sorry that they got upset.
You see a lot of the houses and things are grown. They're all living out of roots or trees or vines. All the infrastructure here is grown in such a way to live inside of. There's no cut wood or anything like that. Everything here is grown.
It's like a symbiotic relationship with the earth.
Yeah.
Are there any children around?
Yeah, plenty running around. Yeah.
Do any of them come to us or near us since we're like stranger looking?
I mean, there's a flock of them that run past you, and one sort of stops and stands for a second and looks back to his friends and runs and chases them.
Okay.
I'll use my wing and kind of wave. Just one of my wings.
You see his expression.
As as that kid stops, I'll be like, "Do you speak common?"
Candavir!
Uh-oh.
As he runs.
What is it?
He says, buddy, or his name, that guy has wings!
That's right.
I'll take a knee to that kid and I'll pull out a coin and
He's
be like,
gone.
He
"Oh, you
he
run
ran,
then?"
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind.
That's
Like, what's the coin gonna do for
I
that?
don't know. I was gonna do something, but
Yeah, it was only like a split moment
Yeah.
where his friends are playing and he stops and stares and
gotcha.
runs away. The place is massive. There's tons of people out here, and you guys, Kyle is leading you towards the mountain, growing closer and closer now. And as the buildings, there are like 2-story, 3-story grown buildings here, and there's pubs and little farmlands, like houses that have like these vined fences that separate different plots of food that are being made.
Beer is pretty earthy.
That is something I would love to try. Kyle, I love everything about this place.
Is it?
Yeah,
It does seem pretty great.
I mean that's why I live here.
You come from a place where you live off of the land, right? You were telling me?
Yes, this is very, makes me feel at home.
You look around now, you don't see that it's all elven here.
Okay.
You do see other races. It is vast. I would say 80% of the people you see are elvish or half elvish. But you do see dwarven.
All the guard that we saw were
All
Elvish?
the guard are elvish.
Okay.
You see, there's a large dwarven population here. Halfling, other things like that. You see a drow every now and then.
If I see one of the drow, I'll kind of linger, but interesting. And Cal, do you guys have a patron that people worship here, or is there like many religions?
Oh, I mean, yeah, we call her the mother, so.
The city, or like your patron?
No, the person, most of the people here, we follow the mother.
Can I do a history check to recall if Shadow referred to that woman in his dreams like that? If he called her the mother, or
Woman in Shadow's dreams?
Shadow was saying he had dreams of.
Oh, right. No, that was
That's-
Illumitter. He talked to you about Illumitter.
But he said that was a farce. Like, he said that just to make it up. And when Azir described what the woman looked like in his dreams, he was like, yeah, that's her.
Oh, no, that he didn't
That's-
refer to her as the mother.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Right, yes. My mother talked about the mother once. It's like this jar of like gooey stuff that you use to make bread with.
Oh, no, not kombucha. No.
What? No, you use it to make bread. It's like the mother.
Oh, well, we have this
It's like
really
sourdough.
good drink we call kombucha that has a mother in it. We have a giant one.
Did you drink living organisms?
Well, the living organism makes the drink taste good.
The same with
That is
beer,
interesting.
It's kind of like things happen within it. They're kind of living.
Right, but how beer is made is all the things are dead and then it's done.
Yes, well, this is different, and
All the
it
things are living.
cleanses you as well.
Well, you also like
Yeah, I guess that would
Yeah.
cleanse you because the things that you're drinking are living and they're starting to eat stuff in their insides.
does this mother have another name that you guys go by, or that she goes by, or like?
I don't know. She takes care of the earth, So I mean, she's the one that gives us our food, and we praise her for it. So.
Is that one like related to one of the moons?
Not really. I mean, there's, the harvest moon that we all think, gives us better growth and everything. We do have a festival for Salir that we, just it helps.
They refer to it as Salier too.
Yeah.
Or does that ring any
That's
bells
one
for you?
thing that's strange.
Yeah.
They were telling me about how things are in their continent, and they call the moon the same thing, but they worship all the moons. It's interesting.
Oh, that is odd, Echo.
I don't worship moons.
I mean, the moons are
Some of you do.
ancient, right? So maybe we all lived in the same place one time ago.
Maybe, and now we're here, doing whatever the hell they're doing in there. And I'll gesture to the north for the battlefields.
You start to make your way to the mountain, and there's these large cut, large like doorways that are archways that are set into the side of the mountain that you see people walking in and out of, and you see like fungal growth on these archways, and as you start to crest into it, there's a large stone gate there as well that you begin to pass through, and you see these guards that are, standing on this archway is massive, and there's a wall, this stone gate, and it's sort of standing on top of this stone gate with open air to the inside. But it is open now, so they're sort of standing along the sides. And as you make your way in, it is full of bioluminescence, and there are these like discs that are reflecting light through the inside, like mirrors that are catching the sun from some hole somewhere, reflecting light on the inside. And this it's pretty big. It's from what you can tell, it goes like deep into this mountain.
Now,
good.
when we cross in, do we see more of a dwarven population in here?
No, not more of a dwarven population, but it is. I mean, there are dwarves here. Yeah, it is still heavily elvish.
Kieran has no idea, but Ian, seeing dwarves and elves harmoniously coexist inside and outside of a mountain is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And other races too, yeah. Kyle, I gotta say, this is crazy impressive what you guys have here. This is honestly somewhere that would be great to spend time at.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it that way.
Right, I don't think I could live here though.
No, this is incredible. And I'll kind of marvel at the architecture, but no, absolutely though. No, we would love to try to help with that.
I mean,
Like, keeping it the way it is.
it
Yeah.
looks cool. It's great. The society is just there's no challenge if I would get everything that I want.
Well, the challenge is to keep it the way it is.
Right, but there's no hierarchy for me to exploit. And
You don't have to have an angle for everything.
listen, it's not about getting things. I don't like the things that I get. It's about the challenge of having to get them. That's what I like.
Fair enough.
You have a strange mindset about you. I can see why the invaders are doing what they're doing.
Me?
All of you.
Oh.
I don't. Your home must be crazy.
Well, I'm not from this plane at all, even. So,
Right, you were telling us that.
yeah. That's where my sparkly
Why your
skin
skin's weird?
comes.
Yeah. I figured.
Not even from this plane.
Yeah, you
So,
can poof in and out of different planes.
Yeah, we see the chickens every now and then. That
Oh
poof in and
yeah,
out.
yeah. I think he can do a similar thing.
oh,
It's
wait.
weird.
Chickens?
Yeah, the ones that we
Yeah,
saw
we saw.
walking up to the mountain. We saw the.
Oh,
Move
yeah.
down.
Sorry. It's kind of
Look
like
at all
like
those
that. Yeah.
chickens.
It's similar. I'm originally from the ethereal plane, so.
Yeah, we get the odd phase spider every now and then too.
Oh, those things are. Yeah. Ugh.
Okay.
Well, let me take you to Glandel.
And you said that was a person.
Yes, that's a person.
Who is this person?
Well, they sort of like you'll see. You'll see.
Okay, yeah. Following you.
All right. And he continues to lead you. This. I mean, you guys walk for maybe another 10, 15 minutes down through streets.
Getting close.
down, these massive. It is a lot of stonework in here now, and a lot more dwarves here than there were on the outside. Also more drow in here, and some of these houses have their own mirror that is pointed down into like a garden area of their house,
growing their own stuff,
where you see trees growing and crops and things here.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you're making your way through, and you start to see this deeper in this cavernous area, a large mass of bioluminescence, greens and purples, growing in this area, and a large tree on the inside. Not like tall, but wide.
Thick.
Yeah, thick tree. Shorter, thicker, with large branches.
Yeah, it's like
Almost
it's been grown
girthy.
underground for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Girth tree.
Yeah.
Since I have like 25 minutes left, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out as we walk for like places that are dark alleys, like anything that would I can be like, oh, I'm gonna be sick, and then go over and do the thing.
There's plenty of dark places in
Okay.
here. Plenty of alleys. You pass also shops and other taverns and stuff as well.
So when you say shops, what's inside of these shops? Like as far as like
Well, nothing
Well,
that we
not-
have to buy.
There is, I guess you would call them storehouses, where things are
Okay.
stored.
Gotcha. Okay. Not like a
yeah.
a store.
Not like a store, but it's a building with its own signage.
Yeah.
That says
That's where you go to get your milk.
Yeah.
That's where you go to get your herbs.
Yeah, exactly.
A store, not the store.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he leads you towards this tree. Turn says, "Okay, well, go talk to him."
Are you not coming with us?
Well, I mean, I'm right here.
I'll look to where you pointed and see what I see.
You see a tree?
We just go to the tree. Is it the tree?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Oh.
talk to a tree. That you brought us to talk to a tree.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. I'll start walking towards the tree.
I'll follow.
I'll walk as well.
I'll stay back with Kyle.
Yeah. Around this tree, it is stonework, but it starts to give way to grass and small flowers and things around this tree, and you see small animals working around and a couple birds hopping around branches and stuff.
As I walk up, I'll make it a point not to step on any of the plant life that's flower wise or any of those critters.
Okay. And you do see this small path that's up to it, to where there's things are set along it, not candles, but maybe offerings, like bundles of different things, baskets that have been set down on this path, and incense that's burning, things like that. And then there's small ornaments hanging in the branches, tied, carved ornaments out of wood or porcelain things that have been made that are hanging from the branches along in these vines that are hanging down. And you see, who's going first? As you walk towards it, you see roots start to move and shift, and sort of as where you're walking towards it start to shift away from your path, and you see the tree start to split in the direction that you're walking.
That's new. I'll look back at the other two and be like, and I'll keep walking forward.
Yeah, you start to walk forward and it splits further, and you see some bark fall off and things, and
I'll turn back. Are we going inside of this tree?
one at a time preferably. It can get a little jumbled if you do more than one.
Oh, okay. I'll win first. You said bark was falling off?
Yeah, where it's splitting. Bark starts, like, maybe dead bark is being shed from
I'll pick up the biggest piece I see.
of bark.
Of bark.
I mean, it's about hand size, like
Awesome. Okay.
pieces, yeah.
I'll look at it and I'll put it in one of my pouches.
Okay,
So,
sure.
yeah.
I follow suit. I'll grab some bark.
Pick up a small piece and put it.
Okay.
Living tree bark.
Okay.
Might use it in some component
And then
later.
I'll be like, I guess I'll see you guys in a second. And I'll step into the tree.
Yeah, as you get closer in the darkness, you do see it looks a bit starry in here, but you notice it's like fungal bioluminescence
Yeah.
things that are making it look starry
Okay.
from a slight glance. You step in, you hear water, the flow of water on the inside. The trunk of this tree is about the size of this house that we're in, that you're walking up towards.
Okay.
And as you crest where this tree has split and take a few steps in, it starts to close behind you.
I'll kind of look at you guys as it closes away, but
Well, it's nice to know you.
Yeah, and you take a few steps in, and it is silent in here, other than that faint flow of water, the trickle, maybe like a
Now in a deprivation chamber.
yeah, basically like
I was
a
gonna say, can I feel or sense anything with my blind sight?
not really, just the tree that no, you don't sense any other beings in here.
Okay. I'll take a couple of steps forward if there's room.
Yeah, there's plenty of room here. It seems like the trunk is completely hollow. As you step in and your eyes started to adjust to the darkness and these the bioluminescent, it starts to glow a bit brighter, and you can see here in normal vision there's a small pathway that leads down to this trickling pond covered in moss and small koi fish swimming around on the inside. And beyond that, a bit of sunlight coming through from above cascades its light on this. It looks like a being, someone sitting with their hand on a staff, but everything made of root and wood.
Okay. I'll once I clock it, if the path follows up to that, I'll make my way up to
Make your
this
way
thing.
down this path, and
Yeah.
it stones over this running little river that's going through here.
Okay.
And there's a small, like a small stone bench in this moss. It's almost like carpet, but it's moss.
Yeah. Nice.
The small stone bench in front of this wooden being.
Okay. I'll as I walk up, I'll kind of run my hands through the water and let it trickle off, and I'll just appreciate the surroundings as I take my time getting up there, and then
The water is cool to the touch.
Okay. I'll get like a little palm and sip it to see what it tastes like.
Yeah, it smells good. It tastes like fresh. The freshest water you've ever tasted in your life.
Oh, it's so good. And I'll let the excess kind of drip off my fingers like this, and I'll walk up to the spot in front of the thing, being, whatnot. As I come up to it, is it looking at me, or does it have eyes? Like,
It's sort of. It doesn't have eyes. Its face is sort of flat. It has the features of a human, but is also like live, grown roots that have made this shape, and it's
Okay.
sort of like a blank slate
a
of
canvas?
wood.
Kind of. Okay.
There, yeah.
All right. As I come up, I'll walk around the bench, and before I do anything, I'll kind of give a nod and like a little, hello, Mohamed. May I sit?
As you say that, the arm starts to crack and shift and move and gesture towards the seat.
Thank you. And I'll take a seat on the thing.
As you sit, the chamber starts to vibrate, and the water around gets this sort of ripple in it, and this being starts to move and crack, and eyes start to, like the tree splitting apart, form inside this blank slate as a bug crawls out of one.
Wow. I'll just kind of sit there and like wait for it to say something to me.
It sits there in silence.
Do I need to? Is there something I'm supposed to do? I apologize. I'm not sure what happens next.
It sits there in silence.
I'll pull my feet up and kind of sit Indian style like this and be like, I'll look around to see if anything changed.
Nothing changed. Just the same place you sort of sat. The vibration has stopped after it formed its pseudo face.
I'll just be like, is there anything I need to do or can do for you to? I'm not sure. And I'll kind of look closer to see if any features have changed on it.
Roll me a D100.
Okay. I will, as I am saying this, I'll, not in a whisper, but just kind of like to myself as I'm looking around, be like, Silver Lady, preserve me. 80.
That's an 8.
That's
Is it
eight.
eight?
That's
Eight.
eight.
Sorry, 8.
The room begins to vibrate again. And on the outside, you guys see the leaves start to shake a little, but the tree doesn't really vibrate on the outside. You just see some branches sort of shake a little, and some birds flutter and land on another branch.
Do you think it was eaten or?
I don't know. I didn't take Lachlan as an environmentalist.
And the vibration on the inside gets a bit louder for you. And it starts to form language in your head. Like the vibration starts to turn to sound. As this being sort of cocks its head, looks at you, and you hear, "For me, preserve."
Preserve what exactly?
The vibration grows and changes, and you see the water and the stream start to almost like flow backwards in this vibration. The earth.
My, as you could say, goal is to preserve life. I don't wish to hurt anyone. I would be able to heal any ailment. Especially what you've built here. I can only assume it was you that's built this. This is amazing.
No response, and the vibrations begin to fade.
Okay. If nothing happens for, I'd say after like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll respond back and be like, I'll kind of lean forward on my knees and be like, do for you?
Told you.
Well, they said preserve, but I mean,
Yes, that's what it said. You're asking the same questions.
okay.
That would have been the same question.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
You came here to get answered questions.
I just want to help my friend find his people. Anything you can do to help us would be greatly appreciated.
The chamber starts to vibrate again. But it does so in such a way that that you feel like you're not asking the right questions. Or you're not saying things that
Or questions.
that are
You've
questions.
gotta ask questions.
Okay.
You're just saying shit.
We would ask for help finding the army we came with. I believe they might have gone north, but I'm not sure. And that's the only lead we have to help find my friend's people that I'm trying to help him with. I myself do not require anything other than my lady's blessing, which, gods are finicky like that.
What was the question?
Yeah, dude,
I'm
you're just
asking for
so
help
much.
finding the army.
Okay.
Yes.
Too many words.
Yeah, it starts to vibrate again, and you see a couple beetles and centipedes start to form on this grass moss in front of you, and they point in a direction that looks like north.
It's really cool.
And then they scatter into different holes and stuff.
Oh, sorry. All right. It looks like north it is. Maybe some supplies for the road, if that's not too much trouble.
The wooden figure's face cracks again and turns solid, and it sort of forms back to the way it looked when you walked in here.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll wait about 10 seconds. If it doesn't do anything, I'll kind of stand up or slowly. Thank you for your time. I'm sure you're very busy maintaining this place. It seems like something that my goddess would really enjoy. I would love to spend time here, maybe if I can ever find the time after this adventure. But thank you again. And I'll kind of give a little nod, bow to the figure, and I'll turn around and start walking down the path.
Yeah, you make your way back down the path, and the tree opens, and you guys see from the outside the tree opening.
Shit, he's not dead.
And Lachlan's walking back.
Dead? What do you mean?
Well, we saw the tree shake. We thought you might have been eaten by it.
Oh no, it's a tree. Never seen a carnivorous tree.
Oh, I've heard stories.
I think we're going north. It seems that that's where the army was headed.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go into the tree now.
Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take a break as Lachlan exits this tree. And we'll be back here in just a moment after we re-up on some drinks, use the restroom. Yeah, we'll be back.
Cool.
Be so bad.
All right. Welcome back. We've had our break. We've got drinks. Can someone throw their hand in front of that thing? No, not that one. The other one, so it auto focuses to me. It's out of focus for some reason. Oh, there we go. Got it.
No,
Don't make me get up.
It was delayed. All
ah.
right. Anyway, we are back with Lachlan just stepping out of this tree. Yeah, with some questions asked and answers had to some things.
Yeah.
Not knowing what he was going in to meet, coming out with a little bit of information.
Yeah. So it seems like the army did go north. Or so they said.
The tree told you that?
I don't think it was the tree as much as it was this. We'll see. Just be honest. And you'll see him kind of grin and step aside for you to be able to go in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
It's
up,
about
okay.
10 minutes that Lachlan was in there.
Probably have about 10 minutes left. I'll be eyeing areas around to like retreat to and act like I'm sick. That don't have people and that Kyle can't really easily follow me into. That I
Okay.
can just kind of double over and do the stuff.
Yeah, Kyle's sort of sat down on a root branch sort of thing and sort of, twiddling his thumbs. Kind of.
I'll try stealth first when I do go off, but like
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know.
if it doesn't work out, I'll try other things.
Yeah. Who is walking out next?
Yes,
You are?
I'll start to walk into the.
Yeah, it starts to split open in the same sort of way as you make your way up there.
Into the tree, yes.
And you see the same sort of visage as Lachlan saw. You make your way down the path.
What? Yes, so look around. Pretty cool in here. I'll see the path and I'll start to walk down it. I'll get to the water and be like, oh, great. And I'll put my boots in it and start like cleaning my boots off a little bit. That's
See
good.
it.
That's good. And I'll reach down and start shuffling them and stand back up. Oh, just what they needed.
And you see some fish swim up and start to swim around and stuff and feed on what was in your boots.
Step back onto the stones and then I guess I'll see the figure. Oh, hello. Oh shit, that's made of wood. And then I'll continue down. And there was a bench there?
Yeah, a small, sitting stone. Yeah, it looks like it's made for sitting in front of this figure.
Yeah, I'll go and look around and sit down and put one leg up on the other. And
Yeah, as you sit down, the inside starts to vibrate, and this figure starts to, morph eye holes into its wooden face and starts to move and creak a bit as you sit.
oh shit, so you are alive. So to be honest. What is the effect that my world is having on yours?
The room starts to vibrate, and in those vibrations, you start to hear sound form within your head. It's odd. Before you start to hear words form in this sound, it starts to speak and then stops. The world you live in has always been affected by the world you're from. In many ways.
A bit vague. So I live in the world and I affect things that are in it, and I see how that is possible. Shoot, let's see. How do you like my presence here?
A shudder again from the inside. You see a bit on the outside. Those paying attention to the tree, it shudders a bit more violently than it did before.
Tiernan.
There's turmoil in your presence here. Your motivation, it's not symbiotic with the way the world lives.
Are you trying to live with the world? Or be a piece of all of it?
The shudder again. I am the world.
Well, if you are the world, then guess you're doing pretty good.
Forgot to make you roll a D100.
You did.
Completely forgot.
I'll roll. $74.
Okay. Doesn't really affect much of the questions, but other things could happen.
Mm-hmm. Been a question laying on Kieran's heart for a long time. You see, you are the world. Am I a part of your world, or am I just a visitor?
You see, as you ask this, the chamber starts to vibrate and the water starts to flow backwards that you walked across before, sort of going up this sort of waterfall behind this being that you're talking to, and the being sort of flinches, and from its eyes and around its body, beetles and things start to come out, and they form on this grass in front of you. And there's centipedes and beetles, and they all form like a thick circle, with a bunch of them making a circle with an inside and an outside. And then from under this grass starts to dig out another bug, and that bug goes into the circle.
What I thought. Good to know for sure.
And this creature this wooden figure starts to crack and form back into the way it was sitting when you first came in, and its face glosses over.
Well, I'll stand up and I'll walk over to it and I'll pat its head. It's nice to talk with you, world. I'll be seeing you around. And I'll turn around and start to walk out.
Yeah, as you start to walk out, same thing. It opens up and you are released.
I
Well,
think
how was
if
it?
that took about 10 minutes,
Yeah.
I'll take the opportunity of him walking out, kind of catching attention and slink.
Yeah, it is on that cusp as he is
Yeah.
coming out.
I'm gonna slink off and find somewhere to double over and do the
Why
spell.
don't you slink inside?
I didn't plan on going in because I don't know what persona it's gonna perceive.
Well, if you're about to change, you'll just slink inside back to yourself.
Then I have to do it before I come out.
Yeah.
Then you'd come out.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do magic in there, you know.
Yeah,
So
no.
it's a lot of different factors.
Yeah,
that
what would you like to do in this moment as you feel this spell starting to fade on you?
I'll look and see if Kyle's kind of got his eyes trained on
Yeah,
Kieran
Kyle
coming out.
watches Kieran come out.
And
Yeah.
I'll slink off to like one of the darker corners and kind of face a wall or something to kind of conceal myself. And I'll see maybe the skin starting to turn purple, and I'll
Mhm.
utter the spell in a whisper.
Make
and,
a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Can I help? As I, like, distracting Kyle?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, sure. How would you like to distract Kyle?
With the combination of him coming out and Kyle looking, I'll kind of be next to Gore near the door and be like, oh, Kyle, are you going in too? And just try to, like, get him to look this way.
Yeah, you can have advantage of that. No, I mean, I don't really have anything to ask. Well, maybe. You know what? I might.
It kind of reassured some of my beliefs that I already have in there, so.
Now that I've been in there, I have so many questions I should have asked. Like, I totally botched my time in there. Damn.
Really? But you always have so many questions that you always want to ask. I thought you would.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I get overwhelmed, you know, and thinking, you know, have you done something before? And then you think about it after, like, I should have done it this way. It's kind of like that, you know. Does everybody
Yeah,
have-
I mean, you know, sometimes it happens like that. So.
Yeah.
It,
does
you know, the big one was like, it kind of reassured me that anything that I do really has no effect. So just live my life how I want to. The world is going to be what the world is.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's an interpretation you can take.
Does everybody have access to this
Pretty
place?
strong one, so.
I mean, anyone. Yeah. I mean, why would we restrict it?
I mean, I'm just asking. I have no idea. You know, this is our first time here, so
I mean, we sort of live our life based on it. So.
that's fair. Yeah. I mean,
I got a 24.
Yeah, easy enough. You slink into a shadow as they're having this conversation and re-up your spell as Echo.
I think I would want to go into the tree.
you should.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
pretty wild in there. There's a tree that talks to you inside the tree.
Love that.
Have at it.
Hold my trident.
Oh, sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Kenan. Okay. I'll be back.
It's a little too heavy for me.
Corpse starts walking towards the tree.
Yeah, you make your way
He's a big
towards
guy.
the tree and it splits. And you see the same things that they saw as you enter. This path down to this figure sitting in a bit of sunlight on the inside.
I take my time walking on the path, kind of just taking in what I'm seeing in front of me. The bioluminescence, the little pond with the koi fish. I see the seating with the tree being. I reach into my pocket and I grab that little piece of bark that I had previously. I approach, bend down a little bit, put my hand in the water with the bark, let it float for a second, freely. And then I take a step back and sit on the stone.
Okay. Yeah, the bark floats and starts to flow down the river. And as you sit on the stone, the inside starts to vibrate, and you see it in the water and everything. And the creature moves and cracks and forms these eye holes within its flat face.
Gorb takes a deep breath and
I'm thankful for your audience. I cherish your way of life. Exhibits truth in its highest form. May I ask for guidance?
The inside starts to vibrate, and you roll a d100 for me. Sorry, I'll do that at the beginning this time.
I will say this music is perfect for
Yeah.
all right.
Give me like
Serene.
Fernan Gully vibes.
Mm.
I feel like I am going into the deprivation chambers.
67.
67. Yeah, you just ask for guy. The inside starts to vibrate, and you feel a bit of vibration in your book as well. And the vibration turns to sound. You have the guidance you need.
I have traveled a long distance to help locate some of my family. I have done things contrary to my beliefs. I am sorrowful. What should I do?
The chamber begins to vibrate again, and the words come to you. You are on the path to fix your sorrow, but it will grow before you gain peace.
Thank you.
Gorb stands up from the sitting stone.
The figure cracks and moves, and the face goes blank again.
He bends down, sees that the bark is kind of closer from the water circulation, grabs it, shakes it a little bit, puts it back in his pocket.
Yeah, you make your way back, and the tree opens up, and you make your way outside.
That was a quick one.
Yeah, interesting for sure. My book of truth started to shake a little bit. I guess I'm not reading as much as I used to.
Oh, is it telling you to read more?
Maybe. It's probably a sign I need to read the sequel to Wind in Their Sails.
You'll see Lachlan kind of be like, yeah. As he's literally like kneeled down to smell a flower near the tree.
And Kyle goes, okay, well, wait here, I'll be right back. And he starts to make his way towards the tree. And
Where the hell
goes-
are
He's going
Oh,
in.
you're
He's
going
going in.
Yeah, I just have some questions, so yeah, I'll be right back. And he goes inside,
Okay.
and the tree closes.
Is it time for us to
I
leave?
think we should.
We should leave? Okay.
Like, just leave right now?
Why not?
I mean,
We know where we need to go.
You know he's asking questions about us, right?
yeah. I
The
figured
longer we debate this, the more he's gonna come out with
Yeah.
possible answers.
But are these escorts still here?
There are a few,
I'm gonna
a
look
little
at.
further back from
Yeah,
you.
I'd be like, I don't think we're gonna get away from these guys, and this place is
They're not
dense.
holding you anywhere or
Yeah.
Right,
anything.
right.
Was everyone honest when they went into the tree?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
That
Then
was
I'll
a
look at
little
him,
too
be like,
quick for my liking,
Well,
but okay.
this one hasn't been inside though.
Understandable.
Do you want to go in, Azir?
I don't know what effect it would have.
I
on
don't.
everything.
I think you might get a couple of questions answered if you actually have some, like maybe about your mother, quote unquote.
Do you think it'll make the facade go away? Will it confuse the tree?
I
No idea.
don't know, but it's a chance to have some questions answered at the very least.
I
you know?
probably should have gone before Kyle.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Well, yeah, you probably should have, but at the same time, it's like my whole thing is that how many opportunities like this do we have?
Either he's going to come out, guns a-blazing, and yell that we're imposters and we're fucked, or we leave.
Well, we're not imposters per se.
I
Think about it
am.
as letting him down easy.
I am.
Because we definitely wouldn't have gotten this far if we'd have played it just ourselves.
Or we could have told the truth.
We still can, now that he's had time to adjust. And not be as,
Yes,
emotional.
I'm going to melt away in front of his eyes.
What are the odds of that going over well with him?
Well, with him, I'd say 50-50.
What?
He looked pretty distraught when he saw that he was ready to jump in a gorge of falling rock.
Well, maybe the tree will let him down easy? Possibly. I mean, I'm just saying I think this is an opportunity that you should take.
I'm going to go ahead and say that we've already expended our time of escape and we're already in it now, so I think we're just staying here. If we were going to leave, our head start is gone.
Well, I guess it depends on how long Kyle takes in there. I don't think we should run.
Let's walk.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I was saying. Walking,
If
that
you
time
guys-
is past.
Oh.
The window of opportunity is now gone.
Gorp is going to shuffle very slowly to the door, not to cause alarm, but just kind of
Which door?
the
Tree?
exit.
Oh, the exit.
You guys
It's an
walked.
open area.
It was all huge, open area.
Okay, I'm
And-
walking away from the tree.
Yeah, away from the path that you guys took to get here. Okay. Yeah.
But very, very short, small steps.
Yeah.
All right,
Just a little bit.
I'll bring up the rear and be like, okay, you sure? You don't want to try?
I can find answers in other ways. By going to her.
All right. I mean, we
If
are.
we go north, I can find her.
We do need to go north. That's what the tree says.
You guys are starting to walk away from the tree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
A little late now. I think we won't get too far, but
I'll be the face.
We're like I'm slow playing it.
Yeah. I'll
And I'll act like I'm leading them out.
be in the
Since
rear.
I'm a familiar face.
Yeah, you guys start to walk, and these they're not so much looking at you, but they are keeping eyes on the three of you as you walk. You start making your way back towards the stone gate, the inside. You know, you walked about 15 minutes on the inside of this stone, the inside of this mountain that you walked into. Yeah, and you continue to walk, and they just follow.
I would assume there's only one exit. So I think we have to go the way we came in. And I'm messaging this to each of you. I don't think there's an entrance that will take us to the north. We haven't gotten a map, but
And I don't think we're gonna get one if we just leave like this.
what is would you like to go to jail?
walking all the way through this place, do we see a shop that may potentially have a map?
Roll me a perception check.
I'll also be looking for that.
16.
Could you see a store area that seems it's full of scrolls, kind of thing, and books,
You guys
And things
continue
like
on. I'll catch up real
like a
quick.
small
I'm gonna
library.
jump in here, see if they have a map. If they don't, I'll be right behind.
Okay.
You go inside, and you guys continue to walk, and two of those guards stand outside the store that you walk into.
I'll walk up to the person that is manning the shop, I
Mhm.
guess. Or...
Yeah. There's an older elf gentleman in here, balding on the top, long white hair. Can I do anything for you?
Hello, yes. I'm not from here.
I can tell.
I need a map. Not of the city, but of the surrounding land.
Wait, of how large of an area?
The biggest one you have.
Okay, I got 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
He's gonna make it.
And he walks into a back room.
Does he close a door behind him or
No,
anything?
it's just it's an open doorway.
Yeah, I'll
into
come
a
and
room.
lean into the doorway and watch.
Yeah, you see him standing over a drawing board, and he is slowly drawing a little map.
Look over my shoulder, just waiting. What do you need for this?
What do you mean?
Like, you're just going to give it to me, or what?
Yeah?
Oh, well, great. Great.
Having an aneurysm.
Great. Great.
My money means nothing.
Smoke's coming out of his ears. Like,
No, it's more like confusion. Like, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, I've
Never been there before.
I have
Like-
nothing to give in
like,
return.
this is so easy. Like,
Where's the transaction?
Where's the thrill of stealing the furniture? It's nowhere to be found.
I don't know what to do. You're saying you don't want anything for this?
What would I need?
What do you need?
Nothing from you, I don't think.
Well, you're using your own ink as he's painting, you're drawing. You're using your own ink and your materials to give this to me. What?
Well, it's our ink, so it's fine.
So you don't need anything to replace that ink or the
No.
material.
I'll get it, yeah.
I love mystical communism. It's great.
Just having a bit of a hard time wrapping my head around this entire.
Here you go.
Oh shit! You're already done. Good job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, see you later.
Have a good day.
You
It's
too.
like stealing, but without the danger.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll just leave and try to catch back up to them.
Yeah. You walk outside and the 2 guards are standing there. And
I'm just like, how you doing? How you doing?
yeah, and they nod. And, you begin to walk or briskly.
Just a little brisk, not run, but I'm gonna try and catch back up to where they were.
Yeah.
2 minute gap distance.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a fucking fast drawing map. Shit.
so we just kind of like,
That's
no,
all
we're
he
good. I don't
does.
need anything.
Yeah, and easy enough. Walking a bit more briskly, you can catch up to them.
As we're walking, I would like to keep kind of like looking over my shoulder behind us to see if I see Kyle or
Yeah.
anybody making a commotion of any kind.
Make a perception check.
I am eyes forward, getting to the
22.
22. About 10 minutes goes by on your walk. Nothing. 12 minutes goes by. Don't see anyone. About 15 minutes goes by and you're just cresting to where this stone gate is that you walked in to this mountain to begin with. And looking over your shoulder, you see a running Kyle. About 200 or 300 feet away, running.
Does he look? What's his emotional state look like? What
You,
does
you
it
can't
kind of
see
read?
that
Can't
from
tell.
here, but you can tell it's Kyle running up the path towards you.
Guys, Kyle's catching up quickly.
keep going.
Alright. Can we hear him? Or is he just running?
No, he's just running.
Okay. Alright.
Well, it's been lovely seeing this place. You guys, it's good. Just start slightly more brisk for walking. It's been a great time.
Do Kurt nods to everyone. That
We're
like
still
acknowledges.
in the city though.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got like
yeah.
another like
Brisk, yeah.
long way. He's gonna catch up.
Yeah, you guys crest out of these stone walls into the outdoor city of this outdoor part of this city. Yeah, and you're moving a little bit more briskly now. The guards are keeping up with you, about 5 of them. And you look over your shoulder again, and Kyle is gaining ground.
As soon as I can tell, because I'm going to keep, tabs on him, I'd like to see how he looks, like if he's, like his emotional state. Like, is he running at us out of like anger, fear, frustration, like, oh wait, hey guys, let me catch up, like kind of thing.
He's not saying anything. He looks determined.
Okay.
Yeah, from what you can see at this distance, maybe 200. He's gained 200 feet from his 300. Or
Okay.
he's gained 100 feet.
Right.
So he's 200, about 200 feet away.
Guys, should we stop and talk to Kyle? He doesn't look.
If he wants to catch us, he can catch us outside.
Yeah, he'll catch us.
Catch me outside.
Okay. And he's
Yeah.
not yelling?
No, not currently.
Okay.
But as you guys continue to walk, he's about 100 feet away now, and you're deep into the outside area of this city, and you hear him, "Stop! Stop! Echo, stop!"
That echo.
He said echo.
Said echo.
Let's just stop.
I think we should stop.
Oh, stop.
Yeah. But, oh, hey guys, it's Kyle.
Yes, Kyle.
I need the truth.
What truth? That could mean so many different things.
What happened?
At the mountain,
Yes.
Shadow trying to do some ritual. I think it messed everything up.
Did it mess you up?
I know.
Mess everyone up how?
The world. I think it was to bring some godly or not figure back. He wouldn't tell me much. He was trying to do it to bring our parents back.
And you are still you?
Now.
Roll a deception check.
How? We're still in the city, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be 17. Changed by this, what's happened. He's gone. Not the same person I was before all this.
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
Kyle, what did the tree tell you?
Well, I asked if, I asked, what the weather's gonna be like tomorrow, and the normal stuff.
Important, yeah, good
But-
to know.
Towards the end, I got to the real questions, like, me and Echo meant to be, and was told Echo's no more. So how are you here?
Be in a more vague sense
That's
where
what I
I'm not
mean-
the same person I was before.
That's why I was
all
asking if
this.
you were the same and what happened.
My brother's dead, probably. He was sacrificing people He was crazy and I had to be his lackey, and now I'm free. I'm a different person now. I don't know if you want to be with who I am now.
I don't know if I wanted to be with who you were before, if you were letting your brother do that.
Fair, but he was the only family I had. I didn't know what else to do. But
You know your fate is your own. You don't have to have a tree tell you if you're meant to be with someone.
I mean, it helps. Make choices.
It's really your choice, though. Or are you just following what the tree tells you?
Well, it's not my choice if it's gonna rain tomorrow or not.
I mean, is it anybody's?
I think the
Maybe. I think so, yeah.
I think the tree gives you answers in an indirect way.
lets you interpret them how you will.
I was clearly told it's gonna rain tomorrow.
I mean, that's
Okay,
fair,
well that's
but
direct, but when it comes to more metaphysical things, spirituality, all of those, I don't think, like you said, you wouldn't want to be with me before now that you know what was happening.
Like, what if Echo's
Oh.
body changed into a completely different person? Like, how would that make you feel?
Like, what kind of person?
I don't know.
Like a man.
Like someone like me.
I mean, I guess, what you're saying is kind of right. Like, the Echo I knew before is different now that my Echo is no more.
Or maybe she never was to begin with.
She?
Oh?
You.
Yes.
It's a weird way to phrase it.
before
It's-
Echo.
Because
the prior.
referring to a past self
Roll
of
some
mine. No,
persuade.
literally, I'm saying because maybe the Echo you knew. Do deception?
Persuasion.
Can I help with this?
Yes.
Because I put the whole
Yeah, you
thought
put
of
that-
changing.
Yeah.
So that's with advantage?
Yeah.
Do it with the
Okay, good. 14.
Yeah, I feel real weird, guys.
I mean, I felt weird coming out of that tree too, but
Kyle, I think the biggest thing is maybe you should look inside yourself to find out who Kyle really is before you start looking towards other people to make yourself happy.
Maybe I should ask who I am next time I go.
right.
Yeah.
Maybe go back right now and ask.
Oh, you can only do it once a day.
Oh.
So my time's up.
Oh.
I think you should
It's-
definitely look inside yourself. And I'll kind of do one of these things, but find out who Kyle is.
Yeah. Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Kyle. Kyle.
You know, if you say your name over and over
It
again,
sounds weird.
starts to lose.
Maybe you
What
need
does
to
it even
become,
mean? Kyle.
Maybe,
That's the beauty of it. You decide what it means.
I
maybe
decide.
Kyle is the cocoon to the next person who you were meant to be. And once you become
Is that how you got wings?
No, that is another story.
Okay. He was just saying cocoon, so I figured,
close enough.
That is not how my species work at all. No.
No. Okay, but yeah. Find out who Kyle is.
Look in yourself for truth.
Yes. Next time you get the chance to go to the tree.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
Let me ask you this. Was my decision in the matter did that ever matter to you?
Yeah, that's why I always asked you. I didn't tell you,
Right. Well, you didn't know everything, and now you do. And maybe that's changed how you see me, and I don't think we're meant to be.
So no dinner tonight?
Probably not.
We actually have to
I'm
get
sorry.
going if we're going to try to catch up to the army.
And usurp them.
Yeah, and help Gord find his kin.
And I need to go grieve alone.
And to make sure that this place stays hidden. First and foremost.
Yeah.
Okay, I can agree with that.
There's no excitement here.
You want to walk us out?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate that. And I'll kind of do like one of these, like, it's gonna be okay. This is how people grow.
Sheds a tear.
Oh.
I'll give me a little bit of speak like, hey. These kind of things make us better people in the long run. All right?
You have a right to feel what you feel.
Oh my God, why are you therapist speaking
Emotions.
this man?
As I'll start walking with him, and be like, emotions
I'm just like,
expose the truth, you know? And I'll kind of be like, you know,
I mean,
if you're looking for guidance in, relationships, this book, and I'll kind of start talking to him about the book. Be like,
Great point, Rothman.
as you
Surely.
walk
this has
out,
actually been very insightful, and I'll kind of go to spiel for me and Gorb, be like, me and Gorb have learned a lot from this book, and I'll kind of talk to him about what happened, be like, you remind me a lot of, this guy named Krellick in this book. As we're walking,
Yeah.
with him and the guards.
And you guys make it to that archway that you entered before, and Kyle sort of stands there as you guys walk a little further, and he says, "Echo,
Yes, Kyle.
I'm sorry," and he runs and gives you a hug.
I'll hug him back and say thank you. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry too.
Maybe in time?
Maybe. I'll be back.
He squeezes you a bit harder and then steps away.
I'll look at him and be like,
I don't know what that means.
right, well,
and I'll turn and I'll start and be like,
we must
figure it
get
out.
going if we're going to catch them. So, this is thank you for bringing us here. I'll probably never come back because it was a bit of a weird feeling for me. But
You're a good man, Kyle. Remember that.
Well, I don't know if I am, because I haven't found myself yet.
right, and go do that. It's will be quite a journey.
You got this, man. I believe in you.
Just
I
put
got
your
this.
faith in him, and he will provide.
Kyle.
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 I'm still walking.
And I'll be like, I'll turn to start walking, be like, cocoon. And I'll start, I'll walk, I'll grab the horses.
Cocoon.
I'll grab the horse. And be like,
Yeah, and you guys start to walk away. You start to exit, and these guards sort of, as you're walking away, one by one start to disappear
Fade away.
from walking behind you as you exit this tunnel.
When we get far enough away and outside of this like exterior city area, and like back into the forest on our own, and I feel like we're on our own, and turn to Azir and be like, we just crushed that man's entire world.
Azir.
Once we're out of earshot and eyesight,
Yeah.
I am. Oh my God!
What a thespian you are, Azir.
What the hells?
I'm
You
starting,
did a really good job.
I'm
Just
starting to
wanted
forget what
say.
you look like for a minute.
I was forgetting what I looked like.
You know who you are, though, right?
I almost feel bad. Almost.
I mean,
He was smothering the fuck out of her. But
don't-
also, he didn't know that. I mean, Shadow was a dick to her, right? I'm not
It's-
imagining that.
no, I think he was, but at the same time,
He might
they
have
were
been.
both
Really, I didn't think
trying
about
to
that.
kill people and sacrifice them to
I think-
100 people, 98 people died between that they killed. I don't feel bad for them.
They both had it coming.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the thing. We don't know if they died.
Well, what he said was that Echo is no more. She went in the hole.
Good point, but
I
I
think
assume
their
the
souls
worst.
are in the
I assume
hells
the
that
worst.
is
now.
that is also because I think that thing that we just spoke with is this world.
It's probably in
Maybe
the
they're
hells.
just no longer here.
Their souls have been claimed.
Either way, we can't do anything about that now. Were you able to find any way around here?
No, they didn't have a map.
Okay. I'll look at the sun and be like, trying to get our bearings to start heading north.
Okay.
I'm. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I don't even think I noticed him sneak off, like go get a map. To be honest,
Well, he
I'm
said
like,
he would catch up with us, but yeah. I'll try to find north to start having us walk that way.
Yeah, sure.
What do you mean to roll for that? Survival?
Survival check.
Okay. Okay. 8. Shit.
I mean, you remembered you were sort of walking west here, so coming back out, it might be to your right.
You'll see Lachlan just been like,
To our right, it'd be
Wait.
to our left.
can't you?
North would be left.
No, walking. No.
If we were walking west, and now we're
No,
walking
east. Sorry.
no, we should be going
Now
east
we're going
right now.
east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we didn't
Could
really
you
take
fly
any...
up and see where the most pillars of smoke are coming from?
Sorry, you guys were walking east the whole time, not west. You were walking. You traveled to their place east.
East.
Yeah.
Not west.
The city that you came from was back west.
Yeah, on the coast.
And then you traveled further east.
We're doing this right here.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't... The trees are too high. I can't really get my bearings.
Could you fly up and see where the pillars of smoke are?
Yeah, sure. I'll fly way up.
Look at the map.
I'll fly up and get to a point where they're kind of blocked by some trees. And as I'm flying up there, I'll pull out this map and look at it.
Yeah. Sure.
Hopefully he can read it.
Yeah. So yeah, you pull this map out. Make a perception check.
Fucking hell. Purple.
Would
12.
insight check, but I don't even
Well,
care.
you see this mountain on the map.
Mm-hmm.
You see sort of the coastline of where you came from, and then a skull drawn on it, and then another skull drawn below it a bit.
Damn, I should have asked him what these skulls mean.
And then you see.
Is there a legend?
There's not a legend, no. You see the coastline from where you are. You have the mountain that's sort of drawn there that you feel like that city was in, that you were in.
We're
It's-
right here.
It's unmarked. The coastline, which you came from, sort of goes like this. The ocean over here, so it goes like this. There's a skull here, a skull there. There's a little mountain range up here on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see like a couple heads drawn with like horns in them up here.
Okay.
And then up above it, there's a line, and then it just says, there's a Elvish word right there.
Been an hour, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know what that means. Do I get the sense that we need to go towards the horned people?
Thinking of where north would be, yes.
This way. I'll fly back down.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, yes, I think we need to go that way.
all right.
Yeah, Lachlan, you were pointing like this way, and then Azir or
Kieran?
Kieran is like, no, this way.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Why don't we split the difference?
Wait, is he actually?
I think
Is he
that could
lying
be-
about where we're going, or like, is he? Are you actually pointing us in that direction?
Maybe insight check.
That's a 6. Too
Yeah.
trusting.
You think he's telling the truth?
Too trusting, like I said.
All right. What time of the day would it be, you think?
It's about 2 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, we can start making our way there. Make camp in a few hours before it gets too dark. It'll probably get pretty dark pretty fast with this canopy above us. So, don't want to be stumbling around in the dark on unfamiliar territory.
Alright, I didn't see any towns or anything out there, so
There are no towns drawn on the map at all.
I didn't see any towns out there anywhere, so
Yeah, we gotta assume if we don't
Did you
catch
see
up
the
with
smoke
Didn't
of
see any
the
smoke.
battlefields?
No.
Hmm.
We might be having to sleep in the woods. Did anybody
Probably.
prepare for any of that?
I mean, we have,
Sure.
you know, our regular stuff, but I mean,
Regular stuff. What do you mean by that?
Traveler's pack?
yeah.
Bedroll.
Well, I have a
rations.
Skull's pack, so
Yeah, so
I don't have
you might have to
anything.
go roughing it, so to speak, for a little while until we can catch back up with the military. But we better get a move on. They got a pretty big head start. So,
I also think they took all of that out of 2024.
What?
All of the camping gear. Like, they don't have
I don't think
bedrolls
so.
in there. They don't have... No, because, like, I've been looking in the packs that we've been getting for 2024. They reduced a lot of that stuff. From what I saw. I know I have a scholar's pack for this, but when I was looking in there for my druid, it didn't have anything.
Is it like adventuring gear?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, you still have pythons and, like, ropes and stuff, I think, but I don't think there's, like, bedroll or tent or any of that stuff.
I have bedroll, lamp, oil, and traveler's clothes.
No, so no tent.
That's it.
I mean, we have gotten that stuff issued to us with the military.
Oh, we
That's
didn't ask
true.
for it.
Well,
You currently don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
You have what you
We have
have
our
on your
uniforms.
inventory,
Yeah.
like your
Yeah.
normal backpacks and your stuff like that.
well, I guess
Whatever you had within them.
Yeah.
Nothing
Alright,
wrong with sleeping on the ground.
don't really have much of a choice either. So, all right, let's get move on, and I'll start going towards the direction that Karen pointed us. I'll not a walk, but a faster.
Did you guys take the 2 horses or no?
Yes.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
we probably would have tied them up outside,
Yeah, they would've
right?
been-
Yeah, I was gonna say they
outside.
would have been
Yeah.
outside, but
So-
yeah, I would have. That's why I mentioned I grabbed the horse and.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
I'll grab the other one.
Yeah, I'll get on the horse.
Okay.
Bye.
What about, Kieran can't fly the whole time?
Well, he doesn't have to fly. He can ride on the horse with Gord.
I should probably ride with Gorb because I'm lighter.
Okay, sure.
I'll get on with Gold and you two can
Kieran?
ride.
Coming.
So I'm just digging through my bag to see what I have to survive out here in the wild by myself.
Well, you're not alone. We can help you. You know.
I don't think scrolls will do much for us. For me. I don't have much.
You want to ride or you want to fly?
I'll fly for a bit. If I get tired, I'll come down and ride.
All right.
I'll ride with you until he gets tired, but when that happens, we'll,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll switch.
What's your fly speed?
Same as my walking.
What is
30?
that?
30.
Okay.
I'm not gonna gallop. I'll set like a little like a trot, which is like a jog for us, I guess.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can slow the horses down so to match
The speed.
Yeah.
Kieran's speed. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Go until nightfall.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you guys start making your way north. There's not really, you can sort of travel back the path that you came. It wasn't much of a good path, but to head north, you would need to embark on your own uncut path through this forest here.
I think we would try to do that to make up time.
Yeah. Okay.
You
So yeah, you're gonna move a bit slower. The horses can step over fallen trees and things like that when they need to. Yeah, but there's no path, so it takes a bit of time, and the night starts to fall still within this forest before seeing any signs of an actual path or anything.
All right, it's getting a little dark out here. Make camp.
I mean, we're going to need to build shelter. So we should probably stop now.
That's a fire. I mean, house out here. We don't need to.
What if it rains? The guy said it's going to rain tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
I'm not going
Well,
to wake up soaking wet.
I mean, if we have to travel in the rain, we don't have much of a choice.
Yes, but I'd rather sleep for as long as I can without being soaking wet and then travel in the rain.
Well, you said tomorrow, not today.
Tomorrow starts past 12.
I'm gonna start building a fire.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you build a fire. Yeah.
We find like a nice like rock, giant like rock edge.
Make a survival check.
Okay.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, 17.
30.
Bible 17.
Yeah. As you guys are coming down, I mean, you walked maybe 6 hours before the sun has set. So you're not really in mountainous terrain anymore. You've sort of come off of that, and you're in still forest, but it's not as densely packed. The trees are smaller.
We find like a cliff shelf, and then it kind of drops off into forest.
Not really cliff shelf. It is. You find down in the valley of what may have been a river at one time, but it's not really flowing anymore. There's some rocks on the edge. You feel like it would be a good.
I'm
good
just looking
place.
for a place that we don't have to build a lot. Something that's already like
Built up.
almost terraformed for us to throw some like sticks up and then some thatching on it. And
Yeah, there's a fallen tree that's down into like an old riverbed that is filled with leaves and stuff now. That seems like it could, if you
Right.
could probably make a lean-to on
But
it.
if it rains, I don't want to be in the old riverbed because that's the first thing that will fill up.
Well, you'll be awake and you can get out.
That's what I don't want.
I don't think you have much choice, though.
But 17, I mean, you find you find a place that you feel like would be good for the night. That you feel like you could build a structure on if you wanted a roof or something like that. It might take 2 hours or so, but
Yeah, I'll start.
I'll help
I'll start
to
building.
speed it up.
Start cutting down some nice, branches or find some ungrown, like some starting trees and build a lean-to up against this rock shelf that we found and down by on the edge there, and then I'll get whatever branches that I can find. Flip them over, turn them down.
Watching Kieran this should
Put
be
it in.
hilarious.
yeah, easy enough though with that 17 survival. The lean-to he starts to make, it takes a pretty good shape, and it looks like there's enough room on the inside for the four of you against this fallen tree on the side of this bank. Yeah, it looks
So I've
better
never done
than
this.
better than you thought it would have been.
Never
being
done this
cured.
before, but as a young child, my parents made me read every book in that library that you guys saw. So this is all
looks
just from
nice.
from knowledge.
As they have started that, I would have been like, thinking like, well, I don't really want to interfere, so I'm gonna go hunting.
If you want to put that fire a little bit closer to that rock, it'll heat up the rock face and bounce it back into the interior.
I'm gonna see if I can get us some dinner.
You're fucking alone. Goddamn, your show's experience coming out a little bit.
Yeah.
Wilderness survivor
Yeah.
bullshit.
I'm gonna try to find some
Lovely.
fresh game for dinner.
Yeah, sure.
I'll move the
possibly.
fire.
Also, roll me a survival check.
Okay. 9.
You see the odd squirrel every now and then a blink chicken comes in and then pops out right before you can load up to shoot it.
Son of a.
Oh, nat 20 on it.
Fucking face chicken. God.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a if you want to shoot one of these squirrels or small rabbits.
Yeah, I'll try to get something.
Yeah, give me an attack roll. At disadvantage.
Gorb, what do your people
If you're
use
shooting
as
it with a
bedding?
crossbow,
I
Typically
doubt I'd
just,
be able to catch it.
yeah.
On foot.
Woven sheets, layered and layered. So
Actually,
Imagine
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hide.
this many amount
Okay.
of sheets.
So, like,
So
get
no
like a sneak,
feathers
like,
or hay or
Just a bunch of
with
cotton.
my rapier.
Roll me a
instead.
stealth check. It'll be combined with that survival check.
very hard
check.
during
Okay.
summer. Snow falls.
Just regular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we could need something out there that's kind of like that? Maybe a bunch of
Who, me?
shrubs or anything? to sleep on?
27.
Yeah.
Me? Oh,
You
no,
are
I
well
have-
hidden.
I have a small bedroll.
So it'll just be a
but I-
straight roll
Okay.
for
Probably
these
the
attacks. Yeah.
Good.
Be on first watch and then sleep later.
17.
17,
Maybe
easy
later.
enough.
I'm going to have to
Roll
find
me a
something.
d4.
You can use
Yeah.
mine if you'd like.
I don't want to impose.
Oh, that's fine.
2.
Okay, thank you.
You get 2 squirrels.
Nice.
All right. I'll come back. You know, as they're finishing the shelter and stuff, and be like, actually, not too bad.
This is well done.
Yeah.
Those books really fucking did
I
it.
just followed what the diagram showed me when I was a child, so.
That's fair.
That's quite the memory. Jeez.
Yeah, I got 2 squirrels. It's not much, but it'll be fresh. So this combined with a little bit of ration, I guess, unless you guys want to eat light tonight. So half a squirrel for each, and I'll start field dressing them to get them on the fire.
Yeah. Make me a.
Bible check again.
No, this is gonna be different because it's butchering.
Actually, Gorb, do you know?
Right,
anybody-
you're saying we're going to eat those?
You don't have to, but it's either this or your rations. I figured we could try to
Conserve.
eat. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Gorb, you love the land, right?
I do.
You pretty good at field dressings?
Yeah, sure.
1 second, I'll give you the what you're gonna do.
I don't have rations, so. Would it be?
You don't have any?
No.
Even Azir has some.
It's gonna be
Shit.
a long trip.
Well, I mean, we can eat the squirrels, and I have some rations. Enough for 10 days.
The idea of putting that field rodent into my mouth is just unsettling.
Would you like a ration instead?
What is it?
Probably just dried meats and nuts and things.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll give that, and then Gold can have a whole squirrel, and you and I can share. I don't mind eating
I don't
squirrel.
need much, just
I
a
mean-
little bit.
Yeah.
It's just a little.
What's the temperature like?
Where is this? It is you know, getting to the 60s.
Nice and cool.
I'll go down to the riverbed and try and get some. How muddy is the riverbed?
It's not muddy. It's filled.
dried?
With, yeah, it's pretty dry.
Got some river stones in it. Some like
Beneath some
Palm-sized
foliage, like maybe an inch or so of foliage and dirt, you can dig down to some river stones that used to be there.
Hey Gorb, you want to help me get some stones?
Yeah, why not?
I think there might be some over there under that brush. If you don't mind digging them out.
What do you need stones for?
Well, we're gonna put them around the fire, and then
Oh.
before we go to sleep, we're going to put them around where we're sleeping.
What was this
Put the
source
stones
book
around
that I
some-
got? It was
what's
the
that
Monster
To keep
Hunters
us warm.
thing. What was it?
Oh, I
Does
see.
anyone remember?
I don't.
Smart. But you don't need it, right?
Does anybody remember
I
that?
don't.
I was going to say. How do you have this consideration? You're warm all the time. Aren't you?
Does anybody remember what book he's talking about?
I think that tree maybe turned a new leaf. I don't know. What are you trying to look up?
This book that I got, the
The-
Monster Hunters thing.
The
one-
monster
I can't,
manual?
I can't remember the name of it. Not the Monster Manual.
Did you
Eventiles?
share it?
No,
Eventides? Eventils?
no, it's a partnered thing with Monster Hunter Wilds, where they. I can't remember the name of it, but it had the whole like.
Field dressings and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
how what you get from.
Here, let's go to feats.
Oh, you have one from it? A feat from it?
I don't know. I'm just
The-
gonna
the
look
list
at
would be
list
there.
of feats. The list will be on it.
Check down at the very bottom.
Core rules. Expanded rules.
Eliana's Guide to Monster Hunting?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is it?
Sounds right.
So,
It's either that or Loot Tavern.
oh yeah, this is it.
Okay.
I think
Was it Eliana's? Or
it just looks different than it did before.
maybe they updated the cover?
Yeah.
Did Asmodeus give you all this knowledge, or is it really the books?
I think it is really just the books that my mother made me read as a child.
All right.
must go
Roll
through
me
your
a
library.
a D12.
I would not thought that I would need these skills, but
Fair. I never saw you
9.
slumming it
9.
out here.
I also
Okay.
don't like using these skills. It's a bit dirty.
After
Thank you.
getting the meat from it, you're also able to preserve the bones and the eyeballs
Ooh.
from the creature. The pelt is a little you cut it up too much and it's unable to be obtained.
Yeah.
But you were able to preserve the bones from it and the eyeballs. If anyone were to need those for anything.
You could make a makeshift spit out of the bones. Is there enough for that? Probably not.
We could
Or
probably
like
find
something to
sticks and
hold.
stuff, I'm
Those
sure.
whirls?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out something to use the bones for.
Keep them until we need them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just I'll do it like this style with the 2 sticks and kind of just like hold them over, like put them in this thing and twist them over the fire like that to kind of just grill them.
Easy enough.
Go up, you like your squirrel medium or rare? Well done.
I want it still moving.
Whoa,
A
what?
little.
A little bit of char.
Okay. Cool. I'll put his a little closer to the fire.
They call it Pittsburgh.
How you want yours?
Cooked? I'm not sure. As
okay.
long as it's edible and won't make me sick, I don't care.
Anything is edible if you put your mind to it.
Fair enough.
Does anyone have an herbalism kit?
I think
Yes, I think I do actually.
You can put some thyme and parsley on
Put
it.
some spice on it.
definitely don't. I have
Let's
calligraphers.
see real quick.
You could cook it with some herbs.
Yeah, I'm not. Karen's not carrying around herbs. and
You're
Shit.
not even carrying around rations.
Yes, I
We're
have-
still
I have
carrying
an
around
herbalism
herbs.
kit. You have an
I don't
herbalism
carry
kit?
my
Yeah.
own food.
If you wanted to assist Lachlan, you
Oh,
can make a
maybe
taste
I'm
bit
carrying it now.
What do I need to
Shit.
do to assist?
Oh no, it's easy enough. You can just
Okay.
use your herbalism kit to give
Bay
him
leaf,
some.
bay leaf, thyme,
Nice.
rosemary.
Nice little zest.
Fancy.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have a nice squirrel meal, roasted squirrel, and this. Yeah. As you're settling down for the evening with the smoke from the fire blowing off, as Kieran set up these rocks around it to heat for the night ahead. Is there a watch setup you guys would like to do?
I will do first watch.
I'll go second.
Alright. You want to go after that or you want to go last?
I'll go last.
Yeah.
Cool.
If there's nothing else to be said, we can go ahead and get into watches. As you finish your meal and find yourselves laying in Kieran's new lean-to.
Now, Kieran, I let you use my bedroll. I don't want it smelling like sulfur and soot when you're done.
Can't promise that.
I'm glad I had a response anyway.
I can do the thing. It's all right.
Oh,
And remember, watches keep all of us alive if something happens, so.
I told him last time. He did it, right?
Yeah,
You
I
stayed up.
watch things.
Very reassuring, thank you.
That's what we can hope for.
At least you're last, I suppose.
Do you keep your fire going for the watch?
Yes.
Or- okay. All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Should just use that. 18.
18. Yeah. As you start to hear them settle down into sleep from tossing or turning or however they eventually coax into a small slumber, you start to hear the nightlife come alive. The odd hunt from a creature that is woken up. You don't hear it, but you see it rather, the swoop of an owl that crosses above you in the firelight, almost unheard. But you see it flutter by and land on a branch and give a hoo, hoo. And that's about it. Just the noises of the nocturnals coming to life.
Azir,
Yes?
your turn.
Yes, yes.
I'm tired.
Alright.
I'm gonna lay on this rock.
If the fire's still going, I'll either put it out or let it die
Okay.
because I don't
Did you add any more wood to the fire?
No.
No. Then it is on its
die.
last little flame and embers now.
Okay. I'll let it die, or because he's nervous about people seeing smoke and stuff. So,
Okay.
and when not walking around, he's just gonna sit next to Kieran because he's basically a fucking heater. And yeah, I'll just keep watch. Probably
Yeah.
walk around every.
Do you have dark vision? Did you
I
let this
think
fire die?
all tieflings do, right? Do they?
Maybe.
I know I do.
I have yours up. You do. You do.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know where it's on.
Yeah.
Underneath here.
It's on there.
Oh, senses.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you have dark vision 60 feet.
60 feet. Cool.
Yeah. Easy enough. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, that's gonna be a 15. 15.
Yeah. You also hear the nocturnals come to life, or are now in full night mode. The rustle of some bushes around, but you see a small armadillo come out and notice you, and then freeze for a second.
I'll just stare at it and kind of look down and bow and.
It just stands there for maybe 2 minutes, frozen.
Music's got me
You're
thinking we're
right
gonna roll
there.
initiative. Yeah.
Asmodeus.
Yeah, right.
How about. Do armadillos exist in Jatol?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Do
This
I
one
know?
looks a little different. Maybe its lineage is different, but it looks like an
I will
armadillo.
start drawing it in my journal.
Yeah.
And, try to just, see how long it looks at me.
Yeah. It stands there frozen, and then Gorb turns in his sleep, and scurries away.
Bye, friend. Interesting. But that's everything that happens?
Yeah.
I'll go over to Lachlan and... Lachlan. Ooh,
What?
it's lunchtime.
Oh, sorry.
Here to hurt you.
Yeah. No, you're good. All right.
Nothing crazy. An armadillo stared at me for 10 minutes and then ran away. But that's it.
Oh, that could have been breakfast.
Or scared. I didn't want to kill it.
Fair enough.
Okay. I let the fire die, but if you get cold, we have a personal heater.
I'll get up and put my boots and stuff on and be like, I'll do a little circle around the camp, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
And then as soon as I see Azir actually turn down and fall asleep, I'll see if I can look up and see the moons.
Yeah. You can see one small moon, or not the smallest, but the.
Not the smallest anymore. Yeah.
Are you going to
you can
pull
see-
a Rowan right now? God damn.
What?
You can see Sailor, sort of
Okay.
through the trees, bits of the light coming from it.
Okay. Then I'll just kind of look up at. Are you out tonight, my lady? And then I'll just kind of like occupy myself by like walking around the camp. I'll have my rapier out, but I'm just kind of like doing like little like flourishes here and there, not trying to wake anybody up by like sticking the tree or anything like that. But I'll just kind of do like.
Okay.
Isabella.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I like wake up like, what the fuck?
20. 30 little sleepy 20.
Sleepy.
Little sleepy 20.
As you're walking around, you playing with your rapier, little flourishes and stuff. You don't get a response from, asking, "Are you out tonight?" You do start to hear the faintest of rumble. Like it
My big round?
might like the could be drums, but you can't tell. It's so far away the sound is coming
So
from.
it's a long way off.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not natural. You
Yeah.
definitely hear something.
I'll stop moving. Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Yeah, it is a bit more north than you.
All right. What time would it be?
It'd be
Roughly.
about
3 a.m.
Does everybody had 2 hours or 2 for?
Yeah. 1 to 2,
It would
3
be-
to 4.
Did you
He's last.
last.
all right, so
He's last.
3 to 4.
Yeah. 12. About 3 to 4. Yeah.
I'm kind of looking back. Okay. Fuck. Moving. 'Cause I'm in my head, I'm thinking like, man, they got up early to start marching, kind of thing. But at least we know we're within earshot of them somewhat. Okay, I'll keep doing my little patrol, so to speak. Then once my time's up, I'll wake up.
Yeah.
Kieran, be like, I'll kind of like jostle his feet, like Kieran. His ear, Kieran.
Fuck!
Ow.
Shit, man.
That's me.
Hey,
What?
it's your turn.
Right. It's fucking early. Shit.
Yeah, it looks like the army's getting even earlier started than we are. Are the drums constant?
I
Or
mean,
does it eventually lose? Do I literally lose the hearing of it?
yeah, you heard it for a moment, but yeah, it's
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gone. Yeah, a little while ago I could hear drums sounding like the army was getting a really early start, marching, like further north of us.
You can hear them from here.
I heard drums. I assume it's them since we're going that way.
Might be the other side too.
It's possible, but either way, like, it's north of us, a good distance. I don't hear it, haven't heard it for a while, but
Got you.
at least we're going the right direction to get the conflict.
You let the fire go out.
No, Azir let it go out. It was gone when I woke up.
Okay.
Yeah, Azir said to cuddle up to you if we had a cold.
What?
Don't look at me. I mean,
when you wake up, you see Azir and Gorb next to you.
Yeah, just like huddled.
That's what,
I mean,
that's what I got the stones for.
I was just gonna go like this and be like, don't ask me, man. Like, yeah. You got this? You good?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go take a look around.
I'll
Immediately
put
start shivering.
I'm gonna put my back to a tree and like sit upright like this.
It's all right, easy enough.
Yeah, so I'll go look around and I'll collect some firewood. And I'll put it into the fire and then I'll snap my fingers and light that motherfucker back up.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, and roll me a perception check.
No, nothing.
Oof.
I don't know what you rolled.
Last luck. Of
You got 3 looks now?
I got 3 looks. I've always had 3
Okay.
looks.
Yeah.
The same number.
Dude, what
This
is
feed
with
is not doing you any favors.
your shit, man?
Yeah, I got 3.
Yeah, you're gathering
my favorite
firewood
number.
and remaking this fire. Don't really hear anything, and you start to see
Tree, that is a bird.
the light of the sun start
It
to
is, I was
illuminate the sky.
Up before the sun.
early
This is
dawn.
Bullshit. Go down.
It starts to reach about 6 a.m.
I'll get the stick and I'll start to trace some shit in the dirt. And yeah.
As your watch comes to an end, the sun just barely cresting the horizon that you cannot see because it's through dense forest, but it is starting to illuminate the sky above you in the easterly direction.
Right. I will find a moment while I'm out scouting for firewood to unfurl my map when I'm away from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to try and triangulate from the... Is the port marked on the map?
You believe it's one of the skulls.
One of the skulls?
Yeah.
And then where we were?
The mountain.
And then north to the horns.
Mm-hmm.
And then north to
It's
where
sort of an acute triangle.
Do we think
Sorry,
that...
obtuse triangle.
Do I think that the army is going from that port place to the horns?
Yeah, you think so.
Okay.
That would be more north of you.
Yeah, and I'll roll the map up and hide it back away. Bring the rest of the firewood back and throw it on and...
You see as the sun is starting to illuminate the sky, clouds in the sky, reflecting that sunlight.
Like rain.
And then in the distance, a little ways off, south of you, thunder.
Oh, there's the drums that he was talking about. Yeah, I'm not gonna wake anybody up because I wouldn't want to wake people up. I'm just going to let people wake when they wake.
Yeah.
I think as soon as the sun breaches, I would be awake, because just feel the sun on my face.
Yeah, maybe
probably.
another hour into 7 o'clock, the sun would be, fully. You could probably feel it through the trees now. Sleep in about an hour.
Wait,
Stoking the fire.
why didn't you wake us? At dawn.
To let you sleep.
Why? Well, thank you,
What I
but
would want for you to do to me is let me
That's-
sleep a little bit longer.
Fuck.
so you don't want to be last next time then?
What?
You don't want to be the last watch next time then, so you can sleep in.
No, I mean if you break up my sleep, that's why I wanted to be last, so my sleep wasn't broken.
You
Or
might
maybe
get-
I go first.
Yes, then you'll get more
Alright.
sleep.
First,
Exactly.
first tonight. All right,
Yes.
we
Yes,
gotta
but
move
then I
on.
don't trust you guys not to wake me up like right when it's supposed to end because
All of this talking.
Yeah. We gotta
We
get
got an extra hour.
I
Well,
know,
we've
but
lost
that's
some
we
travel
lost
time.
an hour. All right,
stoking the fire a bit.
all right. I'm gonna start getting my horse ready.
Breakfast or
Sure, let's get Eggs Benedict. As he's
Oh, you
getting
have
the,
some?
as he's getting the horse, he's just gonna be like, as he's wiping sleep
Is
from
that
his
the name
eyes.
of the horses? Eggs and Benedict.
I mean, sure.
I'll give you rations.
We can eat them if you want.
We're not
Yeah,
eating
we
the
can share
horses.
rations for breakfast.
We're not eating the horses.
Rations for dinner,
All right.
rations for
But
breakfast.
are you expecting a 5-star restaurant?
I mean, we better find one.
Let's make a note here of what are your rations,
I've been taking them off.
but
I
what
have
are
10.
they?
So I said mine was like dried meat, nuts, and fruit.
Okay.
Light,
Cool.
easy to eat on the go.
I don't have any.
Don't have any? Nothing?
Whatever the military ration would be in the world.
Yeah, about the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty standard, I guess. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't have anything special.
All right, let's get a move on. We already lost an hour. I heard drums last night, so we weren't too far off. But they
I think that was just thunder. Because I think it's going to rain.
well, it was coming from the north, like the way we were going.
We should get
Are
moving.
you sure?
Yeah. We were fairly, so I figured we weren't terribly far off, but they got a head start on us by like a while now. So, all right, yeah, let's get going. I'm gonna
A
hop
drop
on.
of rain hits you, Kieran.
There you
Shoot.
go.
I'm gonna hop on my horse, be like, all right, you riding with me again? Are you flying? What's going on?
Oh, the water might weigh down your wings.
I mean, I can fly in the rain. I've done it before, but it is not ideal.
You all start to smell the rain in the air.
All right, let's make
In
it.
the distance.
Let's get going. Come on.
Kyle's right.
All right, here, hop on.
Petrichor.
I'll hold up my hand to you. You coming? Are you flying?
I'm going to fly.
All right.
Okay, and I'll
Alright.
get on.
All right, yeah, you guys mount your horses and start to make your way through this forest north. You fly up into the air above this canopy, and you see a storm behind you from the south, making its way through the forest. And you see it's already reached
Do I
the mountain
see
that
a
you
trail
came.
of dust off to our east?
up. And make a perception check for me.
Come on, man. I don't know what that is. I think it's a 5.
You don't see
can't see
a trail
shit.
of dust, but far off to your north, you do see a bit of smoke.
To the north, I
Yeah.
see smoke?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to go west of that.
West of that.
Not directly west. I want to veer west.
Northwest.
Okay, so towards the coast.
How I was triangulating their path, possibly, I want to veer off of it.
You feel now that if you went directly north, you would be behind where they passed.
I want to be nowhere near the army.
In which direction?
Either undercutting them or going the opposite
You
direction.
feel like if you went directly north now, you would undercut
We would
the army.
undercut them? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Yeah, and with Kieran flying in the air and you guys following from below, him keeping a true north heading, you start to make your way through the woods. Yeah, roll me. I would like I guess Kieran. I need a days, not a full days, but I need like a travel check here. A survive. Everyone give me a collective survival check.
Alright.
Mother,
11.
Mary, and Joseph.
Everyone got a long rest as well. You know,
Yeah.
of course.
Finally.
5.
8, 11, 5.
Natural 1.
Oh,
God damn.
doesn't necessarily mean failure in a non-combat setting.
Rude, man.
True.
Doesn't mean it's good, though.
We just get lost 17 times.
18.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? When it comes to all the survival shit, you're rolling great, but seeing shit,
And I have,
nope.
I have a +0 to survival.
God, what is
It's all the
happening?
books. It's all the
What
books.
is happening?
It's gonna
But I can't
be
help you see
I
better.
know.
2 failures, 2 successes. So straight even. We'll leave it to me to decide.
Oh boy, here we go.
17.
Oh,
All right. You guys are making your way through this. The rain does start to get a bit heavier, not by a lot. You are moving in the same direction that the storm is.
Is it like a storm or just like a summer rain?
It looks like a storm.
Do I see
From
lightning off
behind
in
you.
the
Yeah, you
distance?
do see lightning behind
All right.
you.
If it starts encroaching more, I'm gonna start
It is-
weeding down into the trees.
It is getting over, like the clouds are starting to form overhead of you where you're flying, but the main of the storm is still
Okay.
back here.
When I get the sense and feel the wind on my back of it picking up and the storm getting closer, I don't want to get struck by lightning up here
Mhm.
with all the metal that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dip back down. If there are still tall trees down
Yeah.
here, I'm gonna start like sky hopping
Yeah.
from tree to tree.
About 2 hours in is when this is starting to happen, where it's getting a bit heavier and the wind starts to blow.
Yeah. So I'll like land on top branches and then coast down to another one. And then
Yeah.
fly up to another one.
The trees are, it starts to thin out that you see, and then the trees start to get thicker as well. Like there's a bit of a clear patch that leads into another forest beyond. And yeah, easy enough. Another 2-3 hours goes by, and you start to see broken trees that have been felled, and the ground below looks like mud instead of just regular dirt with cart tracks, foot tracks, and things like that, moving in an easternly direction from the path that you're more northeasternly, and you guys are going straight north. So it's sort of the tracks are like sort of leading this way once you find them, and you're going more across them like this. It seems a clearing has been made that you're crossing now.
I think we caught up to their movement at least.
You're still flying, right? You're not getting on the horses or anything?
Right.
Yeah.
Really? Well, at least we caught up to where they were going through.
What's our plan when we get there?
Just tell them,
Are we-
we can tell them the truth. We got kidnapped.
Are we making ourselves known? Or do we just want to sneak in, sneak out, and start hopping from unit to unit, trying to find Gob's people? Because I don't want to be tied down again.
Maybe we wait until maybe we can get them in sight.
And then skirt around.
Stay behind them far enough until they reach the main force. Because there's no need to really be with them until they get there, or be with the army, the whole thing, until we get to the main force, which is where I can assume that your people would be. And then we can kind of like our way around and see if we can find them.
Scope out the area and see
Because we
what's
know, and we know approximately when they would have gotten here, ish. So we could be like, hey, what force got here on these dates or this window? And then look for people that look like you.
I know this is a bit of a grim question, but did you ask the tree if they're still alive?
I asked, can I find them? And I was told I was on the right path.
That's encouraging, at least. So,
It's not
And-
discouraging.
yeah.
And my book of truth started to move on its own and vibrate. Strange.
Is that is
Has
your
it done it since?
No.
is your
It's the
book
first
or
time it's
your-
ever done that.
is your religion somehow connected to the tree thing? Maybe. Yes.
There may be some truths in it.
You want to try to ask your book, or maybe
Is it
Look
a
into
sentient
it.
book?
It was just a book given to me by some of the elders.
Flying above, do I see anything dropped in the muddy path from people marching?
No, you don't. You just see large, like a bunch of mud that has been created from these trees that are felled to the sides, and just large wagon tracks in it as well, but nothing
No, like
left.
errant dropped pouch that someone kind of fell loose or anything. Or
No, nothing left behind.
Well, at least we have a path now to follow. So,
It's about 50 foot wide.
yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going.
We never stopped, I don't think.
That's fair.
So you start to follow the path instead of continuing north?
Yeah. Because we know it's them, so yeah.
I'm sure we want to follow exactly the path. We could probably go parallel a little ways out,
Well, I mean, this will be the
as long as
most
we can see
because
it.
this is clear. You know.
It's muddy.
Yeah, but it's better than walking like up and
Yeah,
down
I
like tree
suppose
roots.
it's clear.
Well, the horses, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So, yeah, we'll start going in the path because that'll be the most direct route. And then once we get close enough that we can, you know.
I'll check up to make sure he's also checking on that redirection.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Because he's in the trees. I don't know if he can.
Yeah, let him know because he'll probably see them before we can. Let him know, like, hey, when you can see the army, we need to slow down a little bit.
All right. I'll message up and could you let us know whenever you see the army? We might be encroaching soon. Not soon, but you know.
Sure, yeah, I can try.
Because you can't see shit.
Because I can only assume if they see us first.
Might as well just fucking hold me up there like a goddamn hawk and I'll try. Shit.
Baby harness.
Oh no.
Yeah, you guys start to follow this path, and
Actually, I'm gonna slow us down
okay,
to like a walking speed.
okay,
That way we don't catch up too quickly. Because
okay.
I don't know. We don't know how long this trip is gonna take.
Yeah, the rain starts to get a bit heavier, and lightning starts to become closer to your vicinity.
Right, I think you're right. We need to kind of veer into the
Okay,
trees a little
come
bit.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the lightning gets closer, like I said, I'm coming
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right,
starting to
right.
get closer now.
We'll do the swap. I'll get on Gorb.
I'm not gonna ride the horse though.
I mean, we're walking speed,
Yeah.
so yeah. But
I'll actually probably get off too, because he's not used to riding horses. That shit
Yeah.
hurts.
I'll get the horses. If we're walking, I'm gonna get the horse a break too, and then maybe try to find a little bit of shelter while it's really bad. If it gets like lightning and thundering, yeah, I have a
Yeah,
shelter.
so along the sides of this it's all fallen trees. So walking on the sides is going to be pretty difficult. You'll be walking over tons of trees that have been felled and pushed to the side.
Then I would take us into the tree line that are still standing. That way we can have a little bit of cover from the rain and maybe some from the lightning, and not have to walk over big ass trees.
Well,
that have
a
been...
lot of them have fallen into the forest, so it's not like they're
it's
lined
still-
up on the sides.
Yeah.
They're all pushed down into the forest and pushed to the side. So
Yeah, so we'll
And-
go far enough in.
yeah,
to walk.
you'd have to go deep enough into the height of most of these trees into the woods to get around walking over all the felled ones
Gotcha.
that are
Okay.
down.
Do you guys want to stop, or you want to walk through this? Maybe
We
until
can
it's.
keep going.
All right.
Rain doesn't bother me. What about you, Cannon?
I mean, I don't like it.
You'll live.
I'm gonna message in your head. Are you afraid of horses?
So in the woods or on the path?
In the woods.
Okay. You guys start to make your way into the woods, a bit more sheltered by the rain beneath these trees here. And then trying to keep with the path that has been cut from seeing all the tops of these trees, following along the sides of those. Yeah, you make your way through these woods, and you start to get... there's not smoke in the air, but you smell where it's like water has started to douse fire.
Okay.
That sort of smell.
So
in
what
the
I
air.
smell like?
A bit. Yeah. Not so much sulfury, but yeah,
Then I'll
ash.
have a stop. Yeah.
What? Why are you stopping? Are we getting close?
You don't smell that.
I'm standing next. It smells.
Oh, well, get away from him for a second. Like, come on this way, yeah. I think we're getting close enough that we can smell the smoke.
Okay.
So,
So
Maybe
are we
slow down a little bit.
skirting then?
I think if we stop right here, like, we're getting close enough You know, because if we start a fire, they're gonna smell.
What time of day is it right now?
It's about one. You feel like
Yeah.
the sun is blocked by clouds now. But you
There's
feel
rain
like
coming down.
the amount of time you've been traveling, maybe a little past 12, 1 o'clock.
Ish.
Yeah.
Remember, a giant army like that's gonna move a lot slower than we're walking.
Well, do you think they stop for lunch?
I mean, they got to, you know.
A fight?
They gotta feed the force, you know. They want them to be well fed before they get to a fight. So you're gonna take your time the way they're as well rested as they can be before they have to engage an enemy. You know?
Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. My stomach was just growling. So.
Okay. Well, let's take a break here. We're getting close to the
rations
weekend.
are for a full day.
What?
I think it's 1 ration per day.
Did you eat the whole ration?
In the morning.
It was like 2 pieces of jerky and some nuts.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna go hunting then.
Hold on, wait a second.
Lachlan's gonna
Well, I did give you half.
go up. Here you go. Hold the horse. I'll be back in a little bit.
Also, are you scared of horses?
What do you mean?
You will not ride one.
They're just, you don't know what they're thinking, and they're a bit wily.
What?
Horses, yeah, like,
You're scared of.
I'm
You
not
don't
scared
know
of-
what
I'm
they've
not
done.
scared of horses.
Kieran.
You just don't know what they're thinking.
Oh.
And
You're just gonna hear Lachlan kind of giggle to himself
It
as he
does-
goes into the woods
you
with his
know-
crossbow out.
don't like being controlled by something that has a mind of its own.
Oh, like,
They're all. Wait, what? Controlled. You
As you-
control it.
Dismount the horses. They sort of paw the ground and
Oh, right. Two. Do horses eat?
Horse feed.
Is there grass around?
not a lot within the woods here. There's very little that pokes through all the fallen branches and leaves and stuff. It's mostly like dirt and pine and leaves on the ground.
Gorb reaches into his pocket and pulls out the piece of living bark to see if the horse will eat it.
And one it starts to put its lips around it and
No.
damn it.
No. Do horses eat berries? Maybe we could forage or something.
I'll start looking as well for
Yeah, I'll
other
start
stuff that a horse
foraging.
might eat as I'm looking for game as well.
okay, make me some survival checks.
They're not going to be happy. You might want to help if you don't want them to, go errant.
No, they could do whatever the fuck they want to do. Just not with me on them.
16.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
I'm not finding shit.
Make me make
23.
God damn.
6, so around 23. Yeah. And what'd you get?
16.
16?
10.
10. 16, you can roll me a d4. 23, you can roll me a d8.
Nice, 4.
4.
Alright, I'm gonna notice that I have no idea what I'm looking for horse food, and I'm gonna start trying to build a shelter.
Yeah.
You find some blackberry bushes
Okay.
that you think they might eat.
Worth a try. I'll take like as many berries as I can fit, not just for them, but maybe to try for us as well. So
Yeah, you find 4 blackberry bushes that have plenty of blackberry or little
Okay.
shrubs throughout the land. Yeah.
then I will take my time and pick as many as I can fit on myself and my pack and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll strip this whole thing if I have to.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You get a bunch of blackberries.
Rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8 on the d8.
God damn,
Nice.
a 4 and an 8? Jeez.
You see a what looks to be a rabbit's burrow with a couple rabbits going in and out and hopping around and stuff like that. You figure, there might be quite a few rabbits in there that you might want to, if you wanted to eat. It would feed all of you for maybe 2 days.
Kiernan, will you come do your little blast thing into this hole?
What do you want me to do to that
I
hole?
want you to do a spell and put all of your might into this small hole. I want you to explode the hole.
Okay, I mean, I've heard that before, but not out there in the wild.
And it's pretty close to these blackberry shrubs.
Of course.
Do you see like another hole or something?
Wait,
No, only
These
one.
briars.
what's happening?
He's going to explode the hole.
I found
I'm
some.
just gonna ignite inside the hole with fire.
Jesus. Oh,
Yeah. You
shit.
shoot this fire into the. What do you What do you
Hellfire?
cast?
I'm
the
gonna do
hellfire?
hellfire inside of it. Yeah.
Hellfire in the hole. You hear like the squeals of
Guys,
rabbits and stuff. And they bounce out and some die on the
okay,
ground.
okay.
And they're all sort of like flood out. Maybe 12 rabbits come out of here.
Holy shit.
And start to singe, and some are like crawling their way away from this hole that you blasted down
Vietnam napalm
Guys, come on.
flashback.
I'll try to like
Yeah.
put them out. The ones that are like
Yeah,
moving
easy
still.
enough.
Like.
And
Are you
as you
sure?
guys are doing this, around you from the trees surrounding, 6 figures slide down from the trees with daggers and land on the ground around you. Seeing whispering hands in the trees surround you now.
You'll lots of it. You guys want to bury?
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
God damn it!
I knew it!
Too good to be
I
true.
know we're getting close.
Or whisper blades, sorry,
Yeah.
whisper blades.
Garrus is
What
gonna
did you
love
say before?
this.
What were you
We
saying?
got some rabbits.
What's
Food
up,
for
Doc?
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where we're in tonight. We'll be back next weekend to continue these escapades. Yeah,
Yes.
What weekend are y'all both gonna be on?
May
the
4th.
5th.
May
Yeah.
5th.
Yeah.
We
So
will
that's
not
the
be here
weekend
the-
after.
First weekend in May.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? We gotta get going.
Yes, yes.